famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no goal. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, on top of the world. This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you.
Hello and welcome to the Uniq Xpressions podcast. I am your host, Destinee Jae, and we have a special guest host tonight, Daryl. I call him D-Whitt. Wave, Daryl.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing? Don't mind the call.
All right. And what we are talking about tonight, great topic. We are going to get down to the nitty gritty. Anything you've ever wanted to ask the opposite sex, anything, anything you can think of, any conflicts you've had, you know, like why do they act like this? Who hurt her, or what is it? Were they raised right? Anything you could think of that you want to ask, we are gonna pretty much cover all those topics. I have amazing questions, and I really want to know the answers to. So I'm hoping that there is no man code in here tonight. right, men? We're not even looking for the women's intuition. We're just going to say exactly what's on our minds, exactly what's on our hearts. And hopefully we can answer these questions and get down to some type of resolution on why things happen, why people act the way they do. And maybe some people will change their minds on the people they're around, the people they have as best friends, family members, husband, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends. You never know. This show could be life-changing. I hope so. And me, I like to play devil's advocate. So the first question I wanted to ask, and it's probably going to be a really hard-hitting question for you men, because I really want to know. So hopefully you guys can answer this for me.
All right.
My first question, straight out the gate, was, what really are men's deepest fears in relationships?
Not when we actually commit, that what we commit to is not actually what it seemed to be.
Can you speak up, because I can't even hear you?
I said that what we when we select somebody, commit or settle down, whichever the situation is, that what we bargain for is not actually what we get. That we would be cheated somehow out of what you advertise to us, either by actions, by your mannerisms, by your habits or whatever, not actually getting what we bargained for.
I understand that.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah.
Hey, Coco.
So why don't you select someone that is the person that you are looking for?
Good question. And this
Great question.
What part of that I think what part of that falls into is could be described as being emotionally dishonest. Okay.
No.
So, for example, we start talking and everything else, right? And we start going out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you say you like to cook, and like you might bring me a piece of cake that you made, or I might come over for dinner, or you might bring me something that you made, and
Okay.
you're proud of what you cook. But we get closer, right?
Mm-hmm.
We spend more time together, or even, fast forward, we're under the same roof, however that works out. You stop cooking.
Oh, okay. Thought you was going somewhere else with that. Okay.
Right? You stop cooking. Oh, I don't want to cook no more. Wait a minute. This, one of the things that I was depending on that you showed me was that you enjoyed cooking. You know, so now you're not the person that you portrayed yourself to be to me.
So let me ask you a question. Do
Sure.
you actually ask that female that you have decided that wanted to cook in the beginning and all of a sudden stop cooking? Do you sit her down and talk to her?
Oh yeah, you definitely do that, you know, but
You're supposed to do
that
that.
yeah, definitely should definitely do that, you know, but in my mind, you know, why are you giving me your representative?
How
You
did
know,
you
why
get
are
to
you
that
Let me
point?
calling
ask
me
you
your
something.
representative?
Is that a representative, or was that a form of her getting lazy and just not wanting to do it anymore? Or could it be that she stopped cooking because of something that you were doing?
I mean, there's all kinds of factors. That's why,
Different
you
thing.
know, what she pushed back with as far as, you know, sitting down and talking, you know, hopefully that will be revealed, you know, but at first, you know, when I would first realize it, hey, you know, you're not cooking like you said you like to cook, you
Mm.
know, what's going on here, you know, is this somebody different that than her representative, you know, had portrayed her to be.
Okay, and I just have to respond to that
Sure.
because a lot of people, men and women both alike, they portray, excuse me, they portray themselves out to be somebody that they honestly are not
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes a while before you actually see what type of individual you are dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we call the 3-month representative.
Right,
Right.
Sometimes the 3
Because
month representative is longer.
right,
Sometimes
Sometimes
it's
well,
it's
six
3 months.
months.
but the thing,
Sometimes it's
Sometimes
six
it's six,
months.
right?
but the thing
right.
about 3 months is that
Yes.
whether it's your representative or it's actually a part of you, in about 3 months, you're either going to see the cracks in that facade, you know, or it's actually a part of them. You
Right.
and you know whether you know you stop cooking or whatever, you're tired, you're run down or whatever, you're doing more overtime at work, you know, or something happened in the family that's impacting you and you don't feel so good or whatever, you know. So there's all kinds of things that can play into that, you know, and of course that has to be on a case by case basis. That's you know, that just can't be generalized.
Okay.
But
I feel like the
So,
bigger question though is why do we do that? Right?
why
Like
do
why do
what
we
what
feel
made her
like
do it?
why do well, I'm just as people, like why we feel like we have to be deceitful to get what we want, right? That we
Right.
can't be who we really are
We
for fear
should,
that
but
someone might actually see who we are. Because I think
Right.
it brings me to a point like it's kind of like the Madonna whore complex, if people know
Mhm,
what that is, right?
I know
mhm.
exactly what that is.
That men tend to see women as either pure Madonna types, these are the ones you want to marry,
Mm-hmm.
but these are also the ones that you might cheat on because they're your pure wives. You don't want to. I almost went down Daryl lane and like got real filthy just like,
Wow.
but then you have
Thank
the
you.
whore complex, and these are the ones that you step out on your, your pure wives with. But these are also the same women who, like, you say like we send representatives, but then these same men will say something like, you have a woman who's free spirited, honest, she's who she wants to be. She sleeps with you on the first date. She's a hoe. I ain't calling her. I don't ever want to talk to her. I ain't taking her home to meet nobody. But then at the same time, you want people that are honest, people that might be sexually, like, open and receptive.
Right.
It just seems, and I think that kind of fosters the environment where women might feel like they can't necessarily be who they want to be right out the gate because you're going to judge me. You can say you're not going to judge me, but you are. You're judging subconsciously, and it's not your
Right.
fault. This is all
Now,
societally based.
now,
It's in your brain.
Definitely.
now, to answer your question, I think I got one word answer for you, which
Mhm.
probably is not cheap, but I hope that the word will answer your question. If not, push
Mhm.
back and let me know.
Yeah.
Insecurity.
Right.
And I think that's men and women, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Both,
sure.
both.
I
Now,
think
me personally, I want the whore and the Madonna in the same woman.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now that's me personally. Now, if we going out and things are flowing and whatnot, and we're let me back up. I like a woman who is comfortable with her sexuality.
But do you mean that? That's what it comes down to, because men say that. Men all say that.
No. I've actually had relationships with women that we went there on the first date because it was that kind of a vibe, and I never made her feel guilty for it. And in fact, what I told them was something along the lines of, I'm not going to make you feel guilty for that. I wanted you just as you wanted me, and just like I said, I like it when a woman embraces her sexuality, beyond the norms, So, I mean, I like it nasty and uninhibited. And so, I mean that, but I'm just painting a picture, So, but I would never make a woman feel guilty or subconscious. Matter of fact, I'd actually go a little bit out of my way depending on how things feel, but I would definitely consider going out of my way to make her feel more comfortable, to be freer, to be uninhibited, and to let go and have fun.
So let me ask you something, because since we're on that topic, we're in that lane. Let's stay there. I had a question. What exactly do men really want? Do they want the stripper, the super freak, Susie Homemaker, the business powerhouse mogul, or the girl next door?
All right, can I answer that?
Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Now, most men who actually pay attention to women know women have multiple personalities.
Right.
Every woman, I don't care what she says, has multiple personalities. You can find all of those in each personality and find your perfect woman.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, she might have 3 out of the 5 that you're looking for, or 2 out of the 5, and that might be comfortable. But for some guys, 2 out of 5 is comfortable. For some guys, 3 out of 5 is comfortable. Very few guys need them all.
Right.
Yeah.
So are we saying that no woman has all those qualities?
No woman has all those. It's very, very rare. That has every single one that a guy is looking for.
That's what
well, because what he's basically describing in different parts is what would be considered the perfect woman. So the idea is that no one is perfect.
There's no one's perfect.
That's kind of why you have to have deal breakers, because you ain't gonna get them all. So you better pick your top however many. Because
no one is perfect. However, I can have 4 out of the 5 qualities.
Sure.
No one's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody was capping it at 3. Like,
I was looking at. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. That's good. See, I'm learning something.
Enough for us. Each guy has a level. Mine might be 3 out of the 5.
Okay, and then out of my 4 out of 5,
mine might be 4 out of the 5. If I get 3 out of the 5, I'm content and I'm happy with that. I'll go with that. Hold on. One, you might not be the one for him.
Okay, out of my 4 out of 5 personalities, I may drop it down to 2, depending on your behavior.
So we can take these qualities away.
Yeah.
I will.
Yes.
Okay, see? Look at that.
And once you do that, you're no longer in our qualifications.
That means
you might decide to do that 6 months down the line, and we see it.
And guess what? That means bye. See you later.
Exactly.
I guess mutually. That sounds like a mutual breakup to me.
Exactly.
It brings us back to Destinee's first question.
All right. Now, if y'all got questions, y'all can ask, because I know before the pandemic, I was kind of going through this issue. Why are women so catty with each other at work?
I don't want to know that. Just period. I want to know.
What is it about the job that
a lot of women are jealous? They're jealous.
I was going to say this. Women are interested. So here's what I've observed. women in general, well, not in general, let me back up. We're taught to be insecure, okay? We're taught to be insecure. So because we're taught to be insecure, instead of us being able to big up another female, like, oh, you look good or whatever, or appreciate someone's beauty or appreciate someone's talent, we're taught like, I gotta compete with her because I need the attention from the man. You see what I mean? Or either the other woman. So we're taught that. I don't agree with that. I try not to live my life that way, but it's amazing to me. You miss out on such good, as women, we could be so much more powerful if we would just join together and just not be so insecure and worried about who you sleeping with or how much attention you got.
And not just powerful. If I can piggyback on that, when for me, I can't speak for all men, but for me, when I see women do that, I don't care how good you look. Now you look ugly to me.
Right. Yep.
You know, because you know, y'all supposed to be bonding together and everything, and y'all tearing each other apart. Nah, I got my own peace. I don't need to disturb by this.
It's a jealous thing between women. It's a jealous thing. I'm jealous of you because you're doing more than I'm doing. So now I'm going to be jealous of you. So now I'm going to be spiteful towards you. It's a jealousy thing.
Where do you think we learned that from?
How is that taught? Where
yes. Where do we learn that from?
It all depends on how you're raised. See, I was raised to be a secure woman. So I'm secure with everything that I do. I'm not insecure, as opposed to what Anita's saying. I'm not an insecure woman. So yes, Jay, you look good. I don't have a problem complimenting other women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a people person.
Yeah.
And if you're not a people person, then you're gonna start hating on other people, and that's an insecurity that you have.
Right. Okay.
And I do understand it, like when it comes to, okay, my man, I kind of get that, but I don't understand the workplace thing. That's why I'm glad that y'all kind of understand, because it happens a lot, but I'm like, what is that about? Because it's not you're going to steal my man thing at the job. You know, it should be everybody getting their money.
They want somebody taking their attention.
You know, I mean, go ahead, Adrian, I hear you.
Yeah, so I feel like it's less jealousy sometimes, than it is the spirit of competition. I think it's more the spirit of competition than actual insecurity, because generally speaking, at any given time, that's how we've been societally raised to think, and that it's like, as far as eligible men, there's really only so many. Not to be that bitch on the call, but in my general experience in my years on Earth, the ratio sometimes seems a little unbalanced as far as like qualifications.
Okay.
Like where there's a lot more eligible women, maybe in a lot of aspects that you might consider to be eligible, than there are eligible bachelors, if you know what I mean. So I think it's more just the spirit of competition, where even if we're not competing for men, we still have that animal lizard brain telling us where it's like, we have to compete. We have to compete because we have to, that's just a lack of resources, if you will.
Right.
And I just want to say something. That's not all women though. Because I don't.
No, I didn't say it was all. We're speaking very generally. We're not talking about you or me or anyone particular. Just at large.
I apologize. I had to change over, but I wasn't trying to say all women. And Coca,
no, me neither.
I agree with you that every woman is not like that, but we are taught that. Because think about it for a second.
Right.
Magazines, what's the first thing they tell us? Oh, you got to look good for the man or for what you do. You got to have your hair a certain way. You got to have your makeup done. You got, they're telling you, better yet, let's just be honest. I mean, and
I want to go back to what Destinee just asked. Like, where did you learn that from?
Well, that's why I was just saying, magazines. I'm telling you, TV, magazines, TV, everything teaches us that we have to be in competition. I mean, no offense to Talladega Nights, but if you're not first, you last. So who wants to be last?
I'll be last. I don't care.
No, but you don't get what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
You are a secure woman. I'm a secure woman. I think all of the women on here, we're secure women. So we don't have those same issues.
Right.
That's why we can have the open dialogue. That's why we can say you're beautiful, and you know, we can love on each other without anybody thinking anything crazy, or nobody's trying to get in anybody's pants or whatever. However, when we step out of this room or step into our workplace, you're dealing with women that have all kinds of issues.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of them are insecure.
Right.
And to that end, I say we should be sympathetic. You know what I mean? I feel like people should probably understand where that trauma is coming from. Like,
I agree with you 100%.
It's like, but here's the
not
problem.
necessarily all them. Like, you know what I mean?
I would say this too. The other problem comes in, it's just like even when we're talking about with the men with the relationship part, you got to be willing. Like I had to learn when I became secure. I want to share a quick story about this. Sure. It's on topic, but you know, it's a different type of story. When I was in Charlotte, and you know, I've been a plus size woman for a long time or whatever. I didn't grow up plus size, but anywho, I had a personal trainer, and she made her money by, you know, promoting that we're too big. I mean, even she would make her pictures look even fatter, her before pictures look even fatter, just to show I lost this much weight. So she asked me, she says, well, do you feel a certain type of way? I said, no. I said, because when I take off my clothes, my husband, and I was married at the time, I'm the best thing. I know what I can do because I'm confident in who I am. Right. She was just stunned that I could say that. Right. And I'm thinking, why not? It doesn't matter if I'm 500 pounds or 100 pounds. Right. Confidence is confidence is confidence all day. Yep. So now going back to what we were saying about the workplace, let's be honest, and men, no offense, but we got to call a spade real quick. We have been oppressed in the workplace a lot. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a glass ceiling, but we all know it's a glass ceiling. We all know that you guys get paid more than we do.
Yes, very true.
So then,
the same job.
So exactly. So we get pushed down, and then all of a sudden, if one or two of us make it, we so jealous of the one or two that made it, instead of saying, "Good girl, sister," not understanding that representative in that board meeting can make a difference for all of us. Right. Yeah. Encourage her. So unfortunately, it's learned. I hate to say it, but it's learned behavior. It's learned. And
you have to unlearn it.
Very true. But as you get older, and this is something that, you know, Renee can speak on as well. As you get older and you get more comfortable with you, that shit don't matter no more. But going back to what I just said, you got to be willing. You have to be willing to say, you know what? I fucked up. I got it.
Right.
Absolutely correct.
I got a
and I'm so glad. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Slim.
Oh, okay. I got a question to push back that came up.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Does this insecurity bleed over into hypergamy?
I want to say yes. Yes, it does. Because when you're insecure with yourself, it can roll over in any area of your life.
Right. Well, that's why I said bleed into. That's why I used that particular phrase. Okay. I
want to ask you something. Since we were talking about that in the workplace and everything, I noticed, like with this last election and how everything went, that we kind of, in a way, if we hadn't went out and voted like we did, we could have got stuck with Trump again. And it seems that people why don't men want a female president?
I don't have me personally. I don't have any. I wouldn't have any problems with a female president. I just want her to be qualified. That's it.
Okay, hold up.
Define qualified though.
Thank you. You were thinking the same
thing. I didn't make no certain moves because of that.
Because unfortunately, we had 4 years of unqualification. Let's be real. I mean,
no, by the same standards that anybody else would be qualified. I'm not changing anything like that. You know. So I know that's kind of why, because candidates have come from different places, like from the vice presidency, they came from Congress, they came from the Senate, you know, so or
came from reality TV.
Wow. So Trump was qualified?
But let's be honest.
He didn't vote for him.
Absolutely not.
But that's my point. So let's back up, guys, a little bit. What's her name? Sarah Palin. I'm not a fan, but let's just keep it 100.
Oh, please, you talking about the
she was governor. You don't get what I'm saying? She had a position in government, okay?
Yeah, she did.
She had a position in government, but she wasn't qualified. Now, granted, she said some idiotic shit, but we're gonna move past that.
That aside.
But she was not qualified, but yet somebody who never did anything in public service whatsoever got elected to office.
Yeah.
He wasn't qualified either, though.
But no. I what I'm trying to say is she had to be overqualified. Like right now, Kamala.
Yes.
But I hear in my family from men, and they say, well, Kamala did this and she this, and they just trying to, well, she was this and she did this to black people and blah blah blah, and she fake and that. And I'm saying to myself, oh, okay. Well, how many degrees you have? See, I'm gonna need you to be on her level before you put her down.
Yeah.
But you see how do you see what she has to have just to be where she's at?
Yes.
I mean, she.
Because let's be honest, Bush Jr. Y'all know good well.
Right.
He barely made it through college. Let's keep it 100 again.
No, he didn't make it at all. His father bought him through college. He was a C student.
And I'm gonna say that, and what I admire about him, and I know y'all like, I admire about him is because he surrounded himself with intelligent people. But what I'm trying to say is a woman cannot do that. I don't care.
Not as easily.
No, we just can't do a period because let's be honest, Hillary was qualified. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't like her. We don't like her, so no.
But you get what I'm trying to say though.
I absolutely get it. Yes, I get it.
Me personally, Hillary was extremely qualified. I just didn't agree with the way she saw things and the policies she wanted to put forth. But as far as record of public service, knowledge of all different kinds of subjects and stuff like that, she was and is eminently qualified, and probably the most qualified candidate probably ever.
Okay.
I just didn't like her policies, and the same with Kamala. She's qualified, but I just differ with her on.
But here's the thing: we differ with men all the time on their policies, but their intelligence is not questioned about their qualifications.
No.
Can I say something?
But I'm not saying that neither one of them, Hillary or Kamala.
Can I say something?
They're both intelligent. I'm not taking that away from them. I just have a difference of opinion with them. That's where I don't go with them. But I've had women bosses before, and I've enjoyed working with them, and I never have a problem with it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, Coco.
Okay, I can nominate my mother to be president because my mother is a powerful woman. Mm-hmm. And to go back in history on her life, she was the first Black woman to be elected for a position. She works for the United States Postal Service Union.
Okay.
Right now, she is the Secretary Treasurer, which is the second lowest position. She doesn't want to run against the president because they're friends. And if she ran for president, she would be president. So, as far as women cannot be president, I don't believe that.
No,
because women are just as strong as men are.
Yeah.
And you got stronger women. You have very strong women, like my mom is. She's a very strong woman.
Yeah.
That can be president.
Right.
No, you're talking about the job. Okay. All right. I get it. That's another aspect of it. Right. Now, let me ask y'all something. Now, that leads me into another question. Why can't men be led by women?
I'm sorry.
Oh, y'all knew I was going to get to it, right?
I'm going to mute.
Good question.
Y'all know I was going to get to it.
Good question.
Men, I want to hear the men answer this one. Can I get an amen? Y'all walking out the church? I
want to hear somebody. I want to hear another man besides Lloyd speak.
Yeah, Rod, you
question?
kind of quiet. Daryl, Just D.
Right.
All right, so wait a
talking,
minute.
man.
While they struggle, can you repeat the question for me who missed it?
Yeah.
No problem. Why can't men be led by women? This could be women in relationships. Let's say if the woman in the relationship is a stronger partner, why can't men be led by women? What is it? I mean, this could be the presidency. This could be at work. This could be in relationships. What is the something? It's almost like it's out of whack.
He's
like it's
taking
foreign
his
to
jacket
men.
off. Oh boy, here we go. Look at homie taking
Yes,
his
let's
jacket
go.
off.
Battle of the sexes. Let's go.
Rolling the sleeves up.
I can answer that.
Answer it, Daryl. Then we gonna get D. Rod, you gotta say
Right.
something. Let's go. Let's go.
My manager at work is a woman. I have no problem in working underneath her. She knows more than I do about it, and she's willing to teach me so I can learn. I have no problem with that.
Okay. Now let me ask you, what about relationships?
Yeah, they should not leave. Period.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes, please.
Most women can't decide what they want to eat. So how you gonna decide to run my life? No.
What?
Oh,
I'm a different person. I'm a different
oh boy.
I'm a different type of woman.
I'm
Wow.
gonna let Andrea answer it because see, I'm trying. I gotta get my. I gotta stay in character.
Oh, I was
Gotta
going
get
to
your
let
woo
her
stop back.
I gotta say
Gotta
it.
get your woo
Come
stop
on,
back.
ladies.
All right,
Come on,
I'll stroke
ladies.
your ears.
So I want to hear from D too.
I'm a
He's
different
not
type of
answering.
woman.
He's not answering for all of us.
Okay, so let's go, D.
Let me backtrack for myself because I'm like,
I'm
you're
just trying to
you're
start
saying
trouble.
women as a whole are just completely indecisive, that we're incapable of making decisions. Is that what you've been exposed to, or?
Yeah, what kind of women you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
That I'm
A
gonna
lot
need
of
you.
them very
Okay, think
indecisive.
about this. Hold on. Think about the exact example that you gave. Like, what do you want to eat? So you say you want to be in charge, but then we get into these situations where it's like, I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to eat? So it's like, do you want to take charge or do you not?
It's a
So
no-win.
we get caught into those situations too.
It's
where
a
it's like,
no-win.
I'll
It's a
ask you
no-win
out. How are you
situation.
going to ask me out and not have plans for the date? Because that
Right.
happens to me with men all the time. It's
It's a
like, oh, where
no-win
do you want to go?
situation.
Yes.
You ask me out.
Exactly.
No-win.
And
No win.
let me say this: if you say this is what we gonna eat, and you make out a menu for the whole damn week, this is what we about to have. Well, why we gotta have that? See, no.
So you know what, women? This is what I think we should do. I think we should make a list of what the dinner's going to be for the night and put it on the refrigerator.
No,
Put it on the refrigerator.
Like I said,
Okay.
I get a menu. You're gonna have a menu because I'm into my little eating. It's gonna be a menu because that's how I do my grocery shopping. So
Put the menu on the
we have
fridge.
it
Put
Monday
the
through
menu on the
Friday.
fridge. Put
Yeah,
the menu
Monday
on the
through
fridge. Look. There's
So-
the menu. Tell me what you want to eat.
Oh
And
no,
that's
no, no! See, no, she giving too many choices.
Y'all doing too much. Like,
Rod, I want to hear from you too, Rod.
Here's the problem, and I'm gonna shut up in a second. Here's
I
the
don't
problem.
want to answer.
If I give you too many choices, that means I gotta stop what I'm doing and figure out what you want to eat. So no, we're gonna put up a
That's
menu.
No, you ain't got to figure out. Just
But let me
put it-
finish.
put it- Go ahead.
Because I'm saying if I go grocery shopping based on the menu, then that's what we got in the fridge. So I'm
Right.
gonna cook it on that day. I'm not
Right.
gonna cook 2 or 3. I may cook 2 or 3 things on a Saturday or Sunday, but Monday through Friday, you
Right.
can't.
There you go. There you go.
Pick out what's already made.
There you go.
No.
There you go.
And is that the only reason why Daryl, like a woman can't lead you?
Yeah, Daryl. What is the reason?
Food issue, like
Pretty much. I have no problem in eating.
So this is what I think you men should do. Make out your menu for the week. What you want to eat for the week.
you know what? Now look, y'all, Cat.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, let me hear what Cat got to say. You heard that question, Cat?
I actually do that
Come on
because
in and speak for the women, Cat. Move over, Daryl.
What was the question?
until
Question was, why can't men be led by women? You heard what Daryl said?
No, what he said. Why women can't be led?
He
God,
said because you can't figure out what you want to eat most of the time.
I do know what I want to eat, but see, what I do is it's called compromising. I always meet him halfway because
Right.
when I make executive decisions, he doesn't want to do it, but then he feels guilty, so he doesn't tell me that he doesn't want to do it. So I submit sometimes
Right.
to show him that I love him.
Aw,
Nice.
that's it. Yes.
So bust him upside the head after this is over.
Yeah.
Yo, anybody got a plastic bag? I'm ready to throw it right now.
There's some tape and some
That
handcuffs.
was beautiful.
All right.
But me
Right.
personally,
Thank
I've never
you,
had a
Kat.
problem with letting a woman lead. I've never really had a problem with that.
But you wouldn't though. You would
Huh?
like would it be your first priority? Let's say
It depends on what she's leaning at. Some people are good at certain things. Some people are not. So it depends on what you want her to lead at.
Right.
Now, do I want my woman to lead in the kitchen? No, because 90% of the time, I'm a better cook.
Me too.
And I like to cook.
Okay.
Well, that's different.
So it
Don't
depends.
do that.
Yeah.
Have your fun.
In any relationship, a man doesn't fully lead and a woman doesn't fully lead unless he does everything in the house. Even if he works and brings home the money, he leads as far as financial. As far as taking care of that home, she leads. He can't come in and tell her, you need to wash the floor like this when she washes the floor.
Right. There you go.
So in certain instances, she will lead. Certain instances, he will lead. No one person leads the entire relationship.
There you go.
I feel that.
I agree with that.
I feel that.
I do agree
You know,
with that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do agree with
This,
that.
this might be the last time we
I
see
agree
it,
with that.
Daryl, but I feel that. Yeah.
Why win?
Yeah.
Roddy,
Yeah.
what you got to say, Roddy? I want to hear
That's what I
from you.
want to say.
Yeah, right.
Can you be led by a woman?
Yeah, you could be led by a woman, but you have to be led by a woman that knows where she's going. You can't be led by someone that's lost. So you saw that saying, "Don't follow me, I'm lost." So if you have somebody that's lost, how you gonna follow them? My wife didn't know what she wanted to eat most of the time. I'm driving on the block. You want this? No, I don't want that. You want this? No, I don't want to feel like that. What the hell? Yo, make a decision. Just get something to eat. Now, but I had a friend who would make a decision. She worked at one of these drug clinics. She was like an executive in there, and she was smart. She made decisions. She like, hey, Robin, let's go downstairs and go have a drink with the old people. Okay, cool. Let's go do that. She made like things that made sense. Like a decision that I could do. And I don't know. You don't follow somebody that's lost. That's all I'm saying.
So why would you be in a relationship with a lost person?
I don't know what she wrote me in. I don't know what happened. Huh? And I'm out now, so I'm good.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on the dynamics of the relationship and the makeup of the people that are in it, because you might not be a good decision maker before you met me, but you might get better at it while you're with me.
I agree.
Possible.
I agree.
Because like myself, I'm usually the stronger person in my relationships. And most of the time, the men in my relationships are led by me. I'm be honest. Like, yeah, I'm usually the more dominant person. And I've been in relationships where I haven't been in relationships where the men have had an issue with that. I'm more on the the business side and and the working for the government and and I'm always doing things. I'm always even though I am a woman at times where I don't know what I want either, but that doesn't take away from me being dominant. That doesn't take away from me being you know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised that y'all talking about food right now.
So how would you react, or would you be attracted to or repelled by a man who's more dominant than you?
I like men that are more dominant than me. I just don't really find men that are more dominant than me.
Right.
Yeah. But that's because of the energy you give off. Because your dominant energy is attracting men with beta characteristics.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That makes sense. It definitely
If you were to get into your more feminine energy more often, because I know you got to switch and do things, but if you got into your feminine energy more often, you would attract more alphas and sigmas to you.
Yeah, so let me ask the men here: could y'all deal with the dominant woman in relationship? I mean, each one of you, like, if y'all could tell me, could you? Let's say your woman was more dominant than you. Could you deal with that? Okay, Slim, you say you can't deal with that. Now, what's the major issue that you can't deal with?
Wait, Slim, really? You couldn't?
No. Yes, I want to know why.
No.
Really?
Okay.
Being honest. I want to hear it.
Let's hold on to his answer. Let's go to the other man.
I'm beyond I'm in a classification called a sigma male, which is beyond an alpha and definitely not a beta.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference being that an alpha male is about bling, about showing you that he has this and has all of that and everything else, which is an insecurity if you look at it, right? The sigma male is so confident in himself, he has nothing to prove to nobody. Okay.
Wow.
He preserves that energy that would have been, gone into showing off and everything else. I know I got it. I pop my own collar. No, I ain't got to look for nobody to pop it for me. I know what I got. I know where I'm going.
All right,
I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know how to shake and
Okay,
bake it
Slim,
on
talk
whatever
about it.
side
When we going on the date?
No.
When are we going on the date?
Who said that?
When are we going
Why?
on the date?
How you feel about it?
Yes,
Could you
Renee.
deal with a dominant woman relationship?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could, because I could compromise a little bit, but it depends on how dominant she was. Like, nobody telling me do this, you got to go pick that up, go do, like stuff like that.
Okay.
Ron seems like the laid back type.
Yeah, I could go along with it till I get like too stressed out. I could go along with a lot of shit, but then I'm gone after that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to pull out my crop and give her an attitude adjustment. That's what I'm doing.
I'm sitting on crop. You can't take
There you go, Renee. Look,
What?
you paying attention, Renee?
I don't need
You deal with a woman like me, that's foreplay.
I don't need that. There you go. That's foreplay.
I thought so. I thought so.
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute.
I'm good.
Wait a minute now.
Daryl, could you be with a dominant woman, Daryl, in a relationship? Could you deal with that? If she was more dominant than you? Unmute, Daryl. Unmute.
In certain areas, yes.
In certain areas. And what's the areas? I just want to know.
I'm okay with her financially. I'm okay emotionally. Physically, no. I have to leave physically. I don't care how bad your mouth is, how tough you are. Just like with you, your mouth is horrible.
I know. That was my best friend if y'all don't know.
It gets you into a lot of trouble.
He knows me
But
well.
you have to have a strong dude physically to deal with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, the job that you have, you make very good money. You do a lot of, so you might be financially ahead of a lot of men.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But that doesn't have nothing to do with him being able to physically handle you and your mouth.
Yeah.
Right. Very true.
He
knows me well.
Yeah, there's something that I observe about how we conduct our lives in general, of course. We basically inhabit 3 zones. I think I spoke about this before.
Oh, it is.
So we have the outside zone, right, which ends at the front door, right? That's where you got your degrees, your professional relationships and all that kind of stuff, right? That's outside. That's the business.
Yeah.
The living room zone, which is where you have your friends and your family relationships as well, right? And then the bedroom is how you conduct yourself behind closed doors, not just sex, but in intimate relationships.
Right.
So, so what people do, and I gotta say, from my observation, and y'all can push back on it. From my observation, a lot of women think that their resume from the outside gives them credibility in the other 2 zones, especially within the bedroom. Okay, you can make $100,000. You know, you can make $100,000 and make 50 or 75. That's cool. Bring that money home. But once you come in that front door, you gotta put your dick up.
Okay, so
Oh.
hold on. So basically, and I just have to say this: it's a separation. There's basically a separation between your profession and your personal life. You have to separate between the two. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck on a business relationship that is not even in your personal life, and you're going to bring that business into your personal.
Right.
There's a separation between the two, women. There's a separation.
Hold up.
Come on.
So hold
Go
up
with
now.
it, Anita.
I ain't gonna put my dick up all the time. Like, I'm gonna come out every now and then. So I have to come out.
Yours probably has studs on it, but that's okay.
I'm just saying, it's gotta come out. Gotta come out. You know, you're telling me I gotta put my dick up. No, it's gonna come out. Okay. I don't, it's funny that you said that she's giving off our host is giving off an aura of basically submissive men, because I am dominant and I meet men that think that I'm supposed to be submissive, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all, because I found out I'm not a sub. I'm just not. So it's just not gonna work for me.
I think part of it has to do with, you give off the you have a sweet presence, but that might come off as them misreading you as being submissive. And then there's also the challenge of, okay, maybe I can break her.
Oh, so that's what they're just trying to break a girl. Okay, I got it.
That makes sense.
He said that. I'm sitting here like, well, wait a minute, Jay. What?
Wait. That makes sense though.
For some men, that might factor into it, because now you're a challenge. Just like women, like a challenge in a man, and just like a kitten playing with a ball of yarn. As long as that yarn is just outside their reach, they're engaged. But as soon as that ball of yarn falls right in front of their nose, they lose interest and walk away.
Okay.
Now I'm looking. I was looking at D's face because he has an issue. I know he's going to say something.
Come on, talk up. Speak up. Want to hear?
Stay with your chest.
His face say it all.
We can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you.
Yes, and we want to hear that. Because you use your hands. I want to hear that.
You can't hear the words that are coming out of your mouth.
We still can't hear you.
Unmute yourself.
It's unmuted. It's just not coming out.
I know. We can't hear you. You got hearing issues.
Okay, now try it again. Say something.
We are developmentally disabled because we can't hear you.
The mic is turned on.
You're not muted. It's just we can't.
No, he's like, yeah, you might have to go out and come back in, but come back in.
Yeah, because he had some questions.
Yeah, he had an issue.
He's about to explode because he couldn't get it out.
Yeah. Let me ask you about the breaking thing, because I'm really interested in that. What? Why would a man want to break a woman? Like, now you're dealing with a broken woman.
But no. He was talking about in my sense, because I'm a dominant. So it's a challenge because men feel like, oh, well, I can make her this way. What they understand is I have 16 years of marriage behind me.
Right.
So I done been that submissive. I'm done.
Right.
I'm done.
Okay.
We moving on.
Right. There you go.
I get it. So go ahead, D. Can we hear you now?
Yeah, I hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yo, your body language is killing me, man. I can't wait. I'm on the edge of my we all eat.
All right, D, we ready.
Okay. Now, as far as I'm just taking all this in, it's like basically I come from a family of dominant women. But
you know what comes after butt, right?
I come from a family of smart ass men too.
But you know what comes after butt, right?
Okay.
All right. But
you know what comes after butt. Stop saying butt.
All right, let him finish. What you saying?
Here's the thing. My grandmother was the boss. But it's always, as a smart man, you got to sit back and know how to pick your fights.
Mm-hmm.
So my grandfather said the best way for me to learn how to be in a good marriage is to read The Art of War.
Oh yeah.
Basically.
Wow.
And I understood what you're talking about because my grandmother would say a whole bunch of stuff, and all he would say is "yeah," and I never understood that until he sat me down and told me, "Listen, reason why she always thinks she can do everything because I can put the shit out there and then wait for her to say it." Like for example, like you said, talking about women don't like to pick what they want to eat. No problem. I put it out there. Yeah, I feel like a steak. I'm gonna shut up. I guarantee you 10 minutes later, you know what? I feel like a steak too. Let's go eat this. Got you. Guess what?
I'm still eating idea now. Yep. I'm
still eating what I want to eat. And guess what? She's gonna eat what I want to eat, and I ain't even gotta argue with her. No insight.
Right. But that's the sigma wavelength though.
Right.
We just do what we just set the marker, and we kind of wait for everybody else to come around.
That's what. But understand this. It's still letting them have that freedom to say, all right, well, I said this, that, and the other. Yeah. But in the end, here's the joking part about it. If they don't like it and they picked it, we can laugh about it.
But what if you want steak and she don't eat steak?
Exactly. That's what I'm sitting here like.
So what? That's on her.
What do you mean that's on her?
That's on her. We can go. You want vegan? Go vegan.
You know what?
You want some shrimp? Go get some shrimp. But I'm eating my steak.
Here's the thing.
How you gonna eat your steak?
You making it yourself.
Exactly.
Into it in a nice fork.
Here's what he goes.
We'll go to Applebee's. We get 2 different plates.
No. He goes, I want some steak. Okay, that is so good. But we
hold on. But if she put a fucking fork in my plate, it's a problem.
Oh, that was one of my questions.
Yeah. Y'all don't share food?
No. That's not the whole point. If I say I want steak, we get there and you got your mouth set for steak and you get chicken, and then reach over and say, hey, I'll have a steak taste.
Like,
but I don't eat all steak. The time. I don't eat steak.
No, that's beside the point. No, wait.
I think I'll cut you as quick. Don't come back over seconds once you could have got the same thing I got.
So is the issue that she didn't ask? Like, okay, I can understand if she just reaches over. Even if she asks, if she says, hey, can I taste you? You ain't sharing?
Exactly.
No,
that's selfish.
I just said I would cut you a piece.
Yeah.
If I say no,
I ain't hear that.
No.
Selfish.
I didn't hear that either. I missed that.
I would cut you a piece. But if I told you that we're going to go get steak and you get chicken at the steakhouse, that's not my fault.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree
with
that too.
I don't make a hubbub about it, you know, because more than likely I'll offer anyway.
I'm not offering.
Well, let me ask you, D. Now that we got you talking, because I asked all the men. Let me ask you too. Just, can you be with a dominant woman in a relationship? Can you deal with that?
It ain't gonna bother me none. Shit, it's gonna be two. I'm telling you, it's gonna be 2 alphas knocking heads.
Yeah, maybe 2 alphas. Okay.
It's gonna be 2 alphas in it. If we gonna come to agreement on some shit, we're gonna disagree on some shit. Either which way.
Okay. All right.
It don't bother me none. It never bothered me. That's all I deal with. So.
Okay. Now let me ask y'all: should women be submissive to shield a man's ego?
Hell no.
Hell
no.
That's a whole other conversation.
But then he's not. If she's being submissive to his ego, he's not truly dominant.
Hell no. Nope.
I mean, unless she's naturally submissive, which is the thing.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like
if she's naturally
right?
but it sounds like she made a choice in the question.
Hell no. Hell no.
But then that comes back to an insecurity on his part.
So let me say this. Okay, so here's something I will say, because I joked around about pulling my dick out and everything. But sometimes you do have to put your dick up. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you got to put it up. Because I hate to say this, guys, and I don't mean no disrespect when I make this statement, but some of y'all got some very fragile egos.
That's
yes. 1000%. Crying a heart.
So it's okay if I got to put my dick up every now and then.
Yes.
Just so that I don't crush you.
Right.
A little bit.
Yes.
And that's also protection. That's also protection because that's also a psychological nature thing. We're smaller than you. We're technically the weaker sex. Yes, you have to appeal to your ego. It's a safety thing. It's kind of like you're in a situation, you're in the street, 10 dudes holler at you. You ain't gonna be a rude bitch. You're gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, it's self-preservation because I ain't trying to upset all these hood niggas on the corner. So yes, I'm gonna like try to appease to your ego a little bit because it becomes a different kind of thing, right? Like, so to make our lives easier sometimes.
Okay,
I say we do.
That's true.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't relate to that particular situation. I'm just thankful I've
As
never
an example.
that because I wish.
Yeah, I can.
I don't know. I just like. I wish I'm just saying.
Nah, it's never aggressive. Like, I'm not talking about crazy stuff where you think you're gonna get kidnapped, but it's like sometimes it's like a reflexive thing where it's like, you should love me because,
but I be strapped, so you know you roll.
Men need to get your egos better than us women.
So Adrian, you bring up a good point. Does a woman really know if she was sleeping with the man the first time she meets him?
Yes, you know, in the first 5 minutes.
I feel like
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Hold on, I ain't hear the question. What was the question?
Anybody want to speak on that? Any woman want to speak on that?
Hear the question?
No.
I didn't hear the question.
Something about sleeping with somebody.
Question, Dad.
Okay, Kat, I'm gonna let you answer it. Let me read it again. Does a woman really know if she will sleep with the man the first time she meets him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, why you say yes, Kat?
Yep.
Everything. The look, his smell, his shoes, everything. See, with me, I look at what you got on. If you take care of yourself, your breath don't stink, the way you come at me, everything together as a whole determines if I'm gonna give you my time of day.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
And usually that's not usually likely to change. That's not something that gets better with time, in my experience.
No, it gets worse.
If you don't know in the first 5 minutes,
gets
it's not
worse.
going to get better as more time passes. If
Not
anything,
true.
I feel
Nobody
like
could wear on you.
at least in my case, that's how it's always been.
You can
It's
get
never
a
gotten
guy.
better. It's like I usually
You
know.
can get a guy that you're interested in and don't want to change or don't want to better himself, but you still love him and you stay with him because you love him, but he's still going to stay in that same swoop.
That's a different can of worms. Like,
You're talking about the friend zone. That's what you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, friend zone.
He might love you. Yes, I love you. But if he don't want to level up, what you gonna do? You gonna stay with him?
Okay,
nah,
so
that's too much.
I get that part.
I was speaking purely on not a relationship, but just like, you know,
Friends.
somebody you know if you're gonna fuck him or not.
Like the first time you see him, like
I was, and that's what I'm trying to say. Well, now I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little different, but I can remember all the time.
Yeah, you gotta put that disclaimer in there.
I did. Yes, I did.
What had happened was
exactly. But the thing is, you know, for me, I ask certain questions when I first, like, you know, when
what's the question?
The old-fashioned dating, you know, when I say old-fashioned dating, you know, like you're in a club or you're at a place and you just ask certain questions. Like, I'm gonna ask you the most off-the-wall questions, random questions, you know, like things that's gonna make you say, you can't say yes or no to. You gotta go deeper with that, and from your answers is gonna help me understand if I'm gonna fuck you or not.
Give an example.
Then the first
example though, because I need a concrete example.
Thank you, Adrian, because I was gonna ask too.
Wait, before you get to that, Anita, do you consider yourself a demisexual then? Okay.
And start explaining this stuff y'all talking, because y'all saying it cold. I don't know what that means.
Slim, you have to explain what demisexual is.
Okay, that's somebody.
BDSM language.
That's somebody that has to form a connection before getting aroused with somebody.
Before intimacy.
No, because that's the thing. If you're having a one night stand, you don't really want to get aroused. You know what I mean. You just try to. It's purely physical.
So you don't have to make a connection.
And meaning, you do false name, you do what you gotta do, and you get on. But anyway, so some of the questions, off the wall questions, you always, you know, for me, besides the basics of, do you have any kids? How old are you? I'll ask a question like, so what was the last book you read? Or, you know, what are your thoughts on certain type of a music, you know, phenomena? Or if it's a sports thing, do you feel this? I mean, I want to see how quickly you can think on your feet.
Okay. Now I see. This is where I feel like the alien in the room again, because this is gonna sound really, really bad. But y'all know me.
Come on.
He could say A, B, C, D. If I'm looking at him, the minute I see him, I know if I'm going to have sex with him, how I'm going to have sex with him, when I'm going to have sex with him, and if I'm ever going to see him again after I had sex with him. He don't have to say nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm already planning his future.
But
Hold on, but that's
I'm already planning his future.
that's in my 20s. That's in my 20s. See, I'm in my 40s now, so it's a little different.
Hey, I'm almost there, and it's still the same thing.
I can't live that day no more. They got some shit out there now. But you know, your 20s, you did shit like that. Now it's like, you pull back.
But could he say something to mess it up, Destiny? If he did say something,
it's really only two things I think that could mess that up. That's why I don't like men to talk too much. I don't like a man that talks a lot.
Yeah,
because they always mess it up.
Yeah.
They can have the vagina right there. It's right there for you. You don't have to do nothing else but get to the room. And they say some nonsense, and now you don't want to be bothered. That's why I want the men to be quiet. Just don't say nothing. Let me do what I do. I got you. Like, don't say
what was you about to say though? Because he was looking again.
Yeah.
Yo, your face. Yes.
Like, don't mess it up, brother. Like, I got you.
What was you thinking? Help us out. What was you thinking?
That was a meme-worthy reaction. I want to know too.
That's the first thing that could mess it up. The second thing is his shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm funny on a man's shoes. Ooh, I'm funny on your shoes.
I'm funny on his teeth, but not his shoes. You know,
not his shoes. That's why in most relationships, I start buying their wardrobe.
Capitalism. Yes.
I don't personally. I don't like that. You can buy me a gift certificate.
Thank you.
But
they
don't know your style.
That's bullcrap. You can buy lingerie for a woman, but you can't buy stuff for you. That's not fair.
And you're not going to know what.
Why can't a woman buy your clothes?
Exactly.
No. He didn't say that, guys. I understood what he's saying. He's saying that give him a gift certificate, let him get his own stuff. Now, if you bought him a sweater,
you didn't get it right the first time.
No, but let me finish. Because see, you said buy his wardrobe.
That's different than let me buy him a shirt, let me buy him pants. You said wardrobe. You're trying to reform this man.
Yeah, because I need him to look the way I want him to look.
No.
So you don't want a man. You want to
keep getting this.
You're gonna have to put your dick up with me, baby.
Exactly.
He turned into his manager.
All this magic.
A mannequin.
He better change his wardrobe.
No. Because if I was this way when you met me and you wanted to suck my bones, why are you going to try and change me now?
But
I knew I was going to have to change you later.
No.
Level up. Yes, it is.
Hold up.
I'm going to upgrade you like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Let me
exactly. If I went up the lottery, you're going to be wearing some nice
This is why Kevin Samuels exists and why so many women are messed up.
We're going to talk about Kevin. No. We're going to talk about Kevin.
Because of what you just said.
I got an issue. Yeah, we're going to talk about Kevin. I'm sick of women doing this. Quit trying to change a guy.
Oh, I'm not trying to change
nobody. You can change them, and it's very easy.
You can't change nobody that don't want to be changed.
Let me finish. So seriously, please. Because here's the deal. As a woman, I don't want nobody trying to change me. Number two, whatever he was when you met him, that's what the fuck he is. Now, granted, it's one thing if y'all try to grow together, but you don't come in and try to rewrite the book. Because what if a guy be like, well, I don't like if you wear weave. I don't want you to wear makeup. I don't want to see you. And I have an issue with that. So stop doing that to freaking men.
I agree.
That.
I've done it in all my relationships.
I
had no issues with it.
Okay, so hold up.
So arguably, you've been with men with beta traits. Men without that are alphas or sigmas would not go for that.
Exactly. That's why you know, like you said, you was wondering why you can't meet a dominant man, because again, your dick is out. It be like it's 8 to 10 inches long. It's right here.
Big Willie, yes.
You come just like this. Here it is, and then you
got
like,
a BBC.
I don't like your underwear. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. You gonna change it?
But why can't I just buy him some better shoes than what he had on? That's changing him or that's upgrading him?
So why you gotta upgrade him? So here's my thing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just shoes.
Consider the fact that you don't like dominant men, because there's nothing wrong with betas. Like, the fact that's what I'm saying. Gotta
I
be
didn't say it was anything wrong. She said she wanted a dominant man, though. That's the issue.
Yes. But it's like, do you
She said
really?
get a
That was the
dominant man.
question. Do
But
you
she's
really?
not gonna get
But I'm good with the betas. I'm good with those too.
But let me say
Yeah.
it this way though. It's nothing wrong. See, Beyonce be messing y'all up too, talking about upgrading somebody.
Yeah.
It's wrong. You know what? If it's a real man, you ain't gotta upgrade him. Y'all can build together. But see,
Sure.
what you try to do is change him. And here's my point on that.
Changing his wardrobe is not changing the man inside.
But what if he tells you?
Yes, it does.
It is not. You just don't have style. You can help him get style.
What if he tells you that you got to wear granny panties? You can't wear no more thongs, no more bikini underwear, no commando. You need to wear granny panties. Your skirts need to come to you.
But I'm submissive. As long as he keeping my pockets filled, you got that all day.
He's just telling you what you do.
Just some things you gonna have to do to get that though.
But that kind.
I just ain't gonna do that because I love you. You bugging.
But right, because he would be smothering you, and you wouldn't be able to take it for so long before you explode. And at the point when the relationship is over, because you'll be tired of the enslavement.
Exactly.
Well, I'm submissive. I'm very submissive.
No, you got
yes,
to do that,
I am.
Okay, Jay, hold on. Jay,
your justice face again.
He is not submissive. You are not submissive. We got the test results to prove you ain't submissive. Okay, let's.
I become submissive in mostly all my relationships, so my men don't crack up under the pressure.
Hold on. Let me get the bull one.
So you're playing submission. You're not actually.
You're the dominant one. You're just,
exactly. See,
right,
bullshit.
Right, you're just wolfing.
I'm versatile.
You're not versatile. You're submissive.
Right.
You too busy trying to build a man. You ain't submissive.
I just want to change his wardrobe. If I don't like his wardrobe,
you trying to change more than his
upgrade
wardrobe. You don't.
My wardrobe is an expression of myself.
Exactly. Get a damn dog if you want to change that.
Yes, I get a dog.
Can I have a man and a dog?
No,
same thing, ain't it?
You get a dog dressed up. You let a man be a man because you want a little boy. That's what you know. What I figured it out.
I would love for somebody to upgrade my wardrobe.
No, baby. No, I got it, guys.
I would take it.
Get your man that gives it to you doggy style. Then you're good.
Is that it?
She wants a boy. So here's what I'm for you. You are at the age where you pre-cougar, so go ahead and get you one of them that's coming out of college that you can go ahead and buy them a wardrobe for, and they
that's full of white stuff.
Anita, let's call it what it is. She's looking for a cub.
Jay. A cub is that? Yes,
I mean, that could be fun.
She wants a cub.
Yeah, Taisha.
But she wants to get wrecked by a lion.
Now, Taisha know most of all my relationships. This is my sister, so go ahead, Taisha.
She's not necessarily trying to change the person. Jay is dominant, and she's submissive. She's kind of like me.
So you're a switch.
She's versatile.
I know.
She adjusts.
Well,
yeah.
When you with a man, and he is a dominant man, you are submissive to that man if you love that man. But if that man is not a dominant man, then she has to be dominant.
Okay, but Taisha, let me ask you a question.
Adjust to the man that you're with.
But Taisha.
I agree.
Yes.
You adjust.
No,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Hold on.
Thank you, Taisha.
Taisha, this is your sister. This is your sister, baby. And she took a test a month and a half ago.
I know.
And it revealed that she was not submissive. I'm just letting
I
you
know. I was 50% submissive.
She didn't have that switch thing in there.
Sexually.
I did have a switch, yeah.
That's sexually.
That makes sense.
Oh.
That
was sexual. Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't just sexually, guys.
But the sexual component leads into the emotional and mental.
But it goes back to what I said earlier about women and the multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Oh, so all women are bipolar?
Well, then I guess what am I then?
We're all bipolar, huh?
No, we talking about bipolar.
You said that one.
Schizophrenic.
What am I?
both. Different.
We can't hear you, Renee. We can't hear you, Coco. We can't hear you.
You're on mute, Coco.
Yeah, she's on mute.
She's saying a lot, boy. Look at her go.
We can't hear a word you saying.
She's going off too.
Yeah.
She has more than two personalities. Two personalities is bipolar. She has multiple personalities. Everyone has multiple personalities.
I agree.
She can be dominant. She can be submissive. She can be doggy style. She can be gay. She can be this. She can be that. That's multiple personalities. That is not bipolar. Bipolar is
I'm tripolar. I'm tripolar.
I'm more than
let me get the ball gag.
Because I can be dominant. I can be submissive.
Yeah, exactly. I'm tripolar.
You tripolar? Right.
I don't know what
I got a harness and a ball gag for you.
I'm a try just for you, just for the one that I love. I'm a try.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Female, and I didn't mean to speak for you men, but you know that's one of my pet peeves. I be getting on my girlfriends all the time about that. Be trying to change y'all. I do agree with you. I do agree with. I don't agree with a woman that tries to change a man, but I don't think Jay tries to change a man. She honestly feels like she's just trying to help you out.
Yeah, like I like the shoes. I'm gonna get you some new.
But a shirt.
When she see you, like she said, you don't gotta say nothing. She knows she gonna give you the pussy or not. But
that's one of her personalities.
She can also see that you got dressed up, and you know what you got on is probably the only good thing you got that night. And
that's one night though.
Hold on.
I don't understand that one.
Hold on. If she wants to buy him shoes, that's another one of her personalities. That's what she wants.
Again, y'all missing my point. She didn't say that. She said a wardrobe.
Wardrobe, yeah.
Not understanding.
She said, a shirt, pants, and shoes. You understand?
But what was so bad about his shoes?
That's another one of her.
If I don't like what you got,
but you don't have nothing. You don't have nothing else.
He gonna buy a lot of that. So it's like, we gonna get each other some.
Like, what if somebody got a cheap
suit?
You know what?
You can change me with some money.
Wait.
But no,
a wardrobe is at least 1 week's worth of outfits and shoes or sneakers, what have you. That's different than getting a sweater here, a shirt there, pair of pants there. You know, me personally, you cannot buy me a suit. You cannot buy me a pair of shoes. Okay?
Slim, that's
really,
upsetting.
like I said before.
But Slim, hold on.
What? Yeah.
So wait a minute. If it's your birthday or Christmas, I can't buy you a suit.
A suit? No.
But it's a gift.
Why not?
You don't know the style.
Is that the ego
I
thing?
feel like a suit is such a strong expression of a dude that, like, I get that though. I get that. Like, that makes sense.
I bought a suit before for
my
me.
tastes are very particular, and you know, and.
But if I'm dating you, I know your taste. That's my point. If we're together and I feel the need to get you, because see, I'm not like Destiny. I ain't buying no clothes right off the rip. It's gonna take some years.
No, it's not off the rip. If I sleep with you again, that means you're gonna be in my life.
Oh, you don't hear me.
I may get you a couple of things that I like, so I can sleep with you again. I may need you to be in something different, so I can sleep with you again.
You hear me? It's gonna be some years. I need years. I ain't gonna lie. I need years. So in my
years, you go to Disneyland. What you talking about?
I'm saying, if I'm with you for some years.
Oh, years.
That's what. It's gonna take me years to buy you some clothes. It just will. I'm just.
It shouldn't take. Why does it take so long?
For me? Yeah, because I'm trying to change you. Because you're not gonna change me.
Yep. Like these wigs. You know, I make these wigs. You gonna buy some of this hair? Oh yeah, you gonna buy $300-400 worth of hair? I'm sorry. So you deserve $100 pair of shoes, cause this about $300-400 sitting right on my head. So
this is natural.
You gonna buy some wigs, sir? Yeah, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need some things. You know what I'm saying? My thing's gonna be more than your stuff. So I get you some stuff. It ain't gonna be like my stuff, but it's gonna be stuff that I like.
Slim, if I put in
you're gonna be good. You're gonna be all right.
Slim, if I put in my good 2 to 3 years, I should know your style. So if I want to buy you a suit for your birthday or Christmas, I would want you to take that because I've invested the time.
Yeah, at 6 months a year, you would have seen enough of my wardrobe to know what I like, what I'm starting to lean towards and stuff like that. We might not discuss it as fashion, but you would notice when I have a new suit on, when I got some new shoes and whatnot, how I hook it up, what patterns and colors I put together.
Right. So I'm saying if I invested some time in you, yes. But again, let me just put that out there for the universe.
So this is one of my questions. Is there any like 90-day rule women in here? Like they gotta wait to have sex? I should. Like they holding the cookie type thing, like Steve Harvey type thing.
So hold up. The question I should, but I didn't. But I should.
But do you normally do that?
Hell, like you wait? I should. Maybe I should. That's what I'm trying to do.
Why do you feel like you should?
Because I'm old.
Not old too. Shit.
That don't always work. I'm telling you.
You killing it. Who cares? What you talking about?
Can I answer that?
Come on.
The 90-day rule that females give, men give that 90-day representative.
Yes.
But have you actually met women that actually say this?
You want to know what he is out the gate.
Yes.
You give that 90-day rule, you'll get that 90-day representative.
Right.
Back to what she said in the beginning.
So what's
he gonna wait? He gonna wait.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't get why people would even care about some juvenile shit like that to me. Like, what's gonna happen in 90 days? Like,
I don't know.
Marketing in 91.
I think transparency. Marketing and book sales, just like the fairy tales of Disney. But
I'm gonna say this.
I don't see why you're giving a 90-day representative from the get-go. So
I agree with that. But here's the true transparency. For real, the reason I'm saying maybe I need to wait is because I've had some hurtful situations occur, and we really don't want orange to be the new black. So I'm like,
hey, all right, that's for you. Yeah.
Okay, Cleo.
I'm being real. I'm being honest enough to say that the problem is me. I'm not saying it's you guys. It's me. I'm the problem. So I might need to wait because I already know how I am. And if you fuck over me again, you might not make it to your next birthday. So I need to be all right.
That's very adult. Very
responsible. Wow. All right. All right.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now this is. Hey, I'm sorry, Slim.
No. So everybody has disregarded the 90-day rule. Is that what I'm getting here?
In this room, because only. Okay, let's see, other ladies. A lot of y'all on mute. I want to hear these answers. Well, are we doing the 90-day rule? Like, is that something that we agree with?
I'm going on 6 years. I got a 6-year rule.
It all goes on energy.
On the energy? Okay. All right, Kat. Coco,
got a 6-year rule. 6-year rule.
6 years.
She said,
damn.
He's probably ready to bust.
I'm not wasting my time on those 6 years. You gotta send me a
6 years. You might as well keep it.
I'm gonna have to touch it, suck it, something. Nah. Fuck a 6 years. Don't waste my time. Let me see what it is. Look like out the gate.
6 years.
I want to see it
because I want to see what everybody
That's
else.
a long time.
I don't wait 6 years. I can't wait 6 years.
Hey, what you saying? I want to see what it looks like. Our youngest member. What do you have to say, T?
I got a 6-month rule. 6-month rule.
He's waiting 90 days anymore.
Okay.
Yes.
Question. With the 90 days and all of y'all rules, y'all don't want to at least see what it look like? You're going to waste all of that 6 months, all of that 90 days, and then say if he's not circumcised, you don't like it.
Yes.
That means you're going to waste your time.
Good point.
That means he ain't going to sleep what I'm working with.
That means he ain't going to sleep with me.
Now, see, girl, wait a minute. When
you
say
sleep with me.
You said a dick pic, but let me just let you know. Things may look bigger in the camera than what they
I agree.
There you go.
I want to know if he's circumcised or not. I don't
That's
like
a good question.
I don't like this. I don't. I want to see it. I want to know if you hear it.
No, girl, because
I want to know if it's curved. I want to know what's going on.
Just like we angle our camera, to show off our curves. We
don't even send pictures of us. We go on Google and send pictures of other people.
So that's all I'm saying.
Wait, what?
I waited. Can I say something? I waited one time, right? All right. This girl she was so fine. Like I just, every time she came to my job, I bought flowers. Every day, drive her home, leave her on the corner. She walks around the corner. I don't even know if she married or something, why do I leave you at the corner? Right? But every day, flowers, flowers. One day I decided I'm not buying no more flowers. Why am I buying flowers every day? So she's, oh, I'm not good enough for flowers no more. No, you're not. Why am I spending $5, $10 a day for nothing? I hadn't even done anything. So we finally did something, and I had wasted all of that money and all that time because it wasn't even worth it. So, and I was waiting. I spent money on all this stuff that I didn't have to do. She should have just told me.
I'm sorry, not to be rude, but can you explain to me why it was whack? Like, why was it not worth it?
I was just about to ask that.
She had a baby back in Trinidad, but anybody can have a baby. You have a baby one time. Don't mean you know anything.
You're not helping us. No.
She didn't. She was dead. She was dead.
So
she's like a pillow princess.
Yeah, she had a nice face and everything. I said, like, yo, turn over. I don't want to even look at your face sitting there looking. So she got mad. She got mad. Nobody never told me to turn over. I'm going home. Take your ass home then. I took her home.
I need a sample.
Guys, let me ask y'all something, guys.
Let me ask y'all something. Money, man.
I need a test drive.
The size really matter, guys?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Size.
I know what the women gonna say, but what the men gonna say? The size really matter, men?
Yo. No, sweetie, I've had some big dicks that didn't know what
talking about dick size.
Y'all asking us if size matter for?
I wanted to ask the guys first because I already know what the women gonna say, but I want to know what y'all think. The size really matter.
Every guy is gonna say their dick is as big as whatever.
I ain't gonna say mine big, but I know how to use my shit. I ain't no little like no pinky or nothing like that.
I know how to stir the sauce.
You know how to stir the sauce, okay?
Ain't no guy gonna admit that shit. What guy gonna go? I got a little penis. Ain't no guy gonna do that.
That's really fucked up. Yeah, they be like, yo, I'm sorry, I gotta tell you, I got a little dick.
No, let me just tell you, I have heard men say that. So no,
I've never heard a guy say he got a little dick. Never.
I have, and I will see. I'll let you know some names.
And it was?
Oh no, don't.
Never heard.
Well, I don't need to have 12 inches in order to make you,
Ain't no girl asking for 12 inches. If a girl's asking for 12 inches, she has no insides. Right. That means coming out of her.
You can put your fist in there.
For yourself.
That means a baby is coming out.
You
don't need 12 inches.
I'm gonna reach to get the baby out. Hold on.
A baby is coming out.
Because you could be angled a certain way and take about 12.
I'm coming out to the earth.
Don't even.
But if you know your way around, you don't.
So the size matter to women. So size does matter to
They
women.
always say that.
No,
it does. I'm gonna say probably
but then I'd have to question the quality.
Because y'all have to realize the first women have a lot of G spots. The first G spot for a woman is right up there. So I think like 6 inches, you tapping that.
No, you're not. That's my point. The very is
for
right.
Average woman that ain't got a bunch of bodies under her.
No, I'm being real with you.
The G spot, you need an inch.
The G spot is 2 inches.
Yeah, right there.
Every girl is not right there. I've learned that.
Oh,
okay.
I've learned that is not right there.
Some got a little G, some got a big G.
Some girls is to the right. Some girls is deeper. It's different.
So okay, so let me say it this way: it was this course, and this is one of the scientific type things. This and if I find a video, I will send it to you, Destiny, so you can send it to her. This lady really described where our G spots are, and I know you say it's different spots, but let me just be honest with you. For a woman, to be totally honest with you, we really don't need a man to hit that spot.
Oh no, I'm agreeing.
You can use your hand to do it. So if that is the case, you don't have to put your whole hand in there. It's like right there. And a man who really knows what they're doing can do that. Can make you come in a car, a restaurant, or whatever without all this craziness.
In the Burger King bathroom.
The Burger King bathroom. I got my hoopy on. I've had sex in the Burger King bathroom.
I had an elevator. Before I got to the 5th floor, I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna get caught.
But who said I want to use my hand? I want to use his hand.
No, but that's what I was just trying to say. So now the second thing is,
I'm pointing like he's not right there.
The second thing I'm gonna say
You name it, bro, man, from the 5th floor.
I think you made no cameras in here.
The one underneath me.
Anyway, the other part is like when women say that though, let's just, I mean, you know, we all kikiing and laughing and everything, but size really don't matter, because I'm gonna be really honest with you. There's some guys with some big dicks that don't know what the fuck to do with them, and there's some guys with some little dicks that can rock your damn world. So it just really depends on who the person is and understanding each other. And sometimes that cannot happen on a one night stand. And I think we talked about this on a previous show where we talk about how you need to have a discussion about sex, so that way you know what that partner likes. And that doesn't come overnight. Like, you're not gonna, I mean, it's rarity that you meet a guy, or, you know, y'all meet somebody and it's bam, bomb.com.
Now let me ask you.
So I have a question. No, I have a question for.
Sure.
So back to what you were saying, size don't matter and all that. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and you love each other, size is not there for you, but the sex is trash, are you willing to continue that relationship and work on that whack sex?
So I'm gonna answer for you.
Good question.
I did it for 13 years, baby.
Whack sex, not satisfied, none of that. 13 years.
Did it get better in those years?
And you didn't say anything? You didn't try to work on it? No, nothing?
Oh, yeah. Girl, that's what you don't know.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. So I said, I'm a dominatrix. You didn't know. But yes, I did try to work on it.
Did it ever get better though?
It got better towards the end.
Towards the end? Oh.
Yeah, we divorced.
See, that's what me and you differ.
We divorced.
I'm going to try, but I'm not going 13 years into a try.
Well, I was married, sweetie.
Oh, you're married?
No, I'm not married, engaged, boyfriend and girlfriend, side nigga, none of that.
Can I just say this? Can I say this?
I'm not happy.
But you just said a key word. You said you weren't happy. But here's the thing: it was other things in our relationship that I was happy.
Okay, that you didn't say that part, so that's why I didn't know. I get it.
Can I ask a side question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is oral sex a necessity to both sexes?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Not bad oral sex, but it could be bad too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had this girl, she started doing it. I was like, no, never mind. That's okay. What can you do? I think she was fucking doing it on purpose. Like, yo, hold up, stop, never mind. I don't want no more.
So let me say this.
Don't move.
For me, it's not a necessity.
Too much teeth.
And situation, it wasn't good. So I just have like, it's okay, baby.
So if the oral sex is not good, y'all not staying in your relationship?
No, I didn't say that. I just said we're not gonna say you're not gonna keep doing that.
Can't you go to like sex classes or?
Yeah, what they can't do, you don't let them do. Like, don't do that. Yeah.
No, but are you willing to tell your partner that?
Oh, girl, I am very honest. That's why I said that I'll tap him and let him know to get up.
Now, are men offended?
Don't tap him to get up.
You want to redirect his face and show him how to do it. What you need to do.
You're not gonna redirect his face and say lick.
No, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him.
You not gonna do that?
We'll make some suggestions to a Pornhub or some.
Oh shit! Damn, get some instructional videos. Point them in the direction.
They have toys that you can use to kind of help you out, but no.
Hold on.
Yeah, toys are hard because a lot of men are scared of toys. I realize that.
What was he saying? Hold up. Wait. Repeat what you
Go ahead, Jess.
What?
He about to say something.
First of all, whatever men y'all dealing with like that, they don't know how to. If they haven't learned over the years to read a woman's body when they doing that shit, then they ain't doing this shit right.
Yeah, you supposed to make them run. They supposed to, when you can make them run, they try to make you
stop. Some girls like to be licked and fingered. Some girls like to be sucked. Every girl is different.
Yeah, but if you can't read, it's like a quarterback on the football field. You gotta read the play.
If you can't read the defense, there's a problem. You're right.
I get what you're saying. Just like y'all. Some of y'all don't like y'all balls sucked. But she go down there, you just gonna do punch in the face? Like,
yeah, that shit hurt.
You know what I mean?
On that shit. You can't. It's like, yo, I learned a long time ago. You gotta read a woman's body when you're doing that shit.
Yeah.
So we down there. You may just be down there licking. I'm about to drop fucking out.
Is it like a playbook? Left, right, left, up, down, side.
No. It's not a play. It's not a playbook. It's
how they are.
How I say use the force. Shit. You can't. You gotta read. Like she not moving.
You said it perfectly. It's like a quarterback on a football field.
Yeah. If you don't hear nothing from her, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. If she reading a book, you really fucking up, right? She like reading a book and shit.
If she reading a book, you gotta leave.
Yeah, something right.
She on phone, she on Instagram.
Yo, let me text somebody.
Refill, please.
To make it get
Let me see what Kanye doing today.
You done yet?
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is a big question. So before y'all answer, think about this, because I've been waiting to get to this. We all knew this show was going to be extended because we got a lot of questions, so don't even worry about that.
I ain't even nitty-gritty.
And this is the ultimate test. I want to know, why do men cheat?
Who said we cheat?
Goddamn word. Don't say no.
Speak up.
No man code tonight. Y'all got to answer that.
And
black men don't
talk in here tonight.
Hey.
No codes.
Ain't no A, no man code. You wasn't here. They agreed, no man code. So let's go. I need to hear this. Yeah.
So somebody
it's a real show.
I'm going in.
Okay, hold on.
Who's going in? Who doing it?
I got a question.
What was the question?
Why do men cheat? Or why do black men cheat? Because we know they cheat.
No.
Who don't cheat? Obama, Mendices, and Papoose.
Okay. Hold on. So here's the thing.
That's it.
Hold on. Let's not say why black men cheat. You asked the question
Just
why
say
men.
Yeah.
Well, see, this show is it's mostly black men in here, so we want to know why y'all can't talk for the other side, for the other minority.
They're men.
So why do black men cheat? I want to know that.
Wait. So here's the thing. To ask that question, you need to also ask why women do what we do as well.
Wait, see, but y'all gotta let me be a host, because that's what I do. That's the next question. So let's get to the men. What we doing?
One step at a time, baby.
The question
I need an answer from the men before I even talk about the women.
Why?
Don't worry, I got y'all.
We got time. Go ahead and answer the question.
Now let me tell you something. I did a whole show on why people cheat. Do you know the men were quiet like this the whole show?
I'm ready to say.
I couldn't even post the show because the men wouldn't say anything.
I'm gonna say
no man wants to admit that.
I'll take the lead, but I'll wait for them to see we're gonna say first.
Yeah.
We'll take the lead. Let's start off. Open it up.
I'm just the co-host. Go ahead, fellas.
All right.
I want to hear this too.
Come on, Slim, let's go, Rod. Come on now.
Why or when I used to? Because I'm just trying to say.
All right, brother. Okay.
I did it because I could, I guess. It was like and
perfect answer.
That person wasn't giving.
There is an answer.
Yeah, that person wasn't giving me everything that I wanted.
Answers.
Maybe
every man is different, so there is no answer.
That's true.
There is an answer.
But we're not asking you to answer for every man. We're asking you to answer for yourselves.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
maybe can we rephrase the question then? Because maybe that's what it is. It's hard.
Yeah.
Why would you cheat?
Oh.
Yeah, what made you step out on a past relationship? Like
they can.
Let's talk about yourselves. Like, you know, has any man in here not ever cheated in any relationship they've ever been in?
I tried not to before.
There've been relationships that I haven't cheated in.
Yeah, me too.
The times that I did, it was because there was a breakdown in a relationship, an impasse, not just a breakdown, an impasse in the relationship. That was not going to get better. You know, so I had already, you know, emotionally and mentally checked out at that point.
Okay, I respect that. Anybody else want to go? Thank you, Slim. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who else want to answer this amazing question?
All right, Justin, go ahead.
Come on, Rod. You were saying.
Why would
Yes, what
they?
you
We
say,
changed it now. Why would I cheat? I
Yeah, like
wouldn't.
if you've ever cheated in a relationship, why did you cheat?
Why would you?
Yeah, why did you cheat?
Why did you?
Why did I? That's a different
Yeah.
question. Cause she got on my nerves for one. When I was married, we got married on the premise that, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. She was like, we're gonna do this forever, and we're gonna do, and it stopped. You can't say you're gonna do something forever and stop.
What did?
But
What
then I'm
Oh.
gonna have to go somewhere else.
What did stop, Rod? Yeah, thank you, Adrian. What did stop? What stopped?
Just
Was
the
it sex?
connection, the sex stopped. So she was already crazy, so now it's just everything's got magnified. Seems easier. You know what I mean? So all of the things that I didn't like got bigger.
Wait a minute, stop. You said she was crazy.
That's a lame excuse, Rod.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good one.
So you was dating a woman that was crazy already from the start.
Yeah, but I thought I could change her. But I wasn't a therapist. No, I wasn't a psychologist.
I love Rod.
You live and you learn.
There ain't nothing wrong
I
with
tried.
that, Rod.
Yeah, fuck out.
Good answer. You live and you learn.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Rod. I'm with you,
Yo,
Rod.
I thought I could do it, but she had too many issues.
That's the only way you're gonna learn. You gotta live it first.
Now, Daryl, I want to hear your answer. We talking about past relationship. That's what we talking about, Daryl.
Yeah.
So lead.
Well, for me,
Get him in trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to give him
Talking
credit.
about past.
Because Kat is also my sis, so yeah, so and we're not gonna do that. Oh, in the past, before you met the amazing, beautiful, talented, just
Keep going.
exciting woman you're with
Keep
now,
going.
All
Daryl.
right.
Keep
What
going.
happened before, Daryl?
Brother, don't do it.
now for me,
Take the fifth.
Telegraph and ask what the
Yeah, no goes, no goes.
Hey, your couch better be
I'm
empty.
trying to say.
No
Your
man
couch
code.
better be empty.
No goes.
No man.
Oh, you got your credit card.
Daryl, don't let them bully you, Daryl. I got you. Tell them why you.
That
you on the
couch.
couch anyway. This shit more comfortable.
No, the couch gonna be outside with you. They're gonna be on the
Ooh.
sidewalk.
I got
To
a
the
car.
left, to the left.
Don't let them bully you. Don't let them do it, Daryl. Tell your story. Y'all
I got a car and the full tank of gas. I always have a place to sleep.
Okay,
Now,
drop it.
now
Nobody.
listen, Daryl's
If
story.
you want to.
Daryl's story.
Oh my God.
Daryl,
Don't hurt me none.
Yeah.
The wallet is gonna stay here.
Daryl, I want
Yeah,
to
There's no
Daryl,
money in
we
the
got
wallet. I take the cards with me.
We got you.
I want to hear your story because I have to live and learn. I want to hear your story.
All right.
Okay.
Who are Daryl?
Don't do it.
For me, it goes back to the personalities I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
If those personalities change, and people do change, that will change how I feel.
Okay.
So now that you had 3 out of the 5 that I was looking for, you only now have 2. I'm turned off.
Oh, because it changed. I get it. Okay.
Versus cheating.
But I have a question.
Uh-oh.
Y'all don't think as men, y'all change too, and your change
Right.
triggers something in the female?
Yeah.
That's not. That's
We're
not.
saying that
Action and
earlier.
reaction.
That's
You
all.
have certain personalities, traits, and qualities. If it changes, y'all might change.
Because you guys forget.
No, this has changed, and you can't fix it or refuse to fix it for any reason. That's on you.
So can I ask a question? If it changes for you, why don't you sit her down and tell her what's changing?
Exactly.
I don't have no problem with that.
Because they don't care to.
No.
Or what? You don't want to hurt the person's feelings?
That's not it. That's not it.
No, that's not it.
But you don't want to hurt the person's feelings? Then what is it?
No.
That is one. And another thing, men are very subtle. We won't, a lot of things we want to tell you, we won't come out and tell you because it'll hurt your feelings, but we'll let you know subtly.
Why
Y'all don't think cheating
Subliminal.
on
No,
her
I don't like
hurt
that.
her more?
Be blunt. Say it.
Why would you think it would hurt?
This has nothing to do with you.
Say
No,
for
I'm not
instance,
talking about me. I'm just saying in
Listen.
general.
Hold on, say
If
for
you're in a
instance-
relationship with somebody and we're together, it's a commitment. Come to the table. Listen, babe, I'm having an issue. You're different. We're moving apart. Come to the table and say what's going on. Don't run. To me, that's running from it.
Yeah.
Because then you're doing stuff and you're entertaining other people and not
right.
showing that
There you
person
go.
that you're with attention, that's
Right.
doing nothing but hurting the person. Don't
Right.
waste that person's time. Sit
Right.
that person down, tell them
Right.
what's going on.
Mhm.
If that person chooses not to change, then you move on.
There you go. Absolutely
Facts.
correct.
That's it.
Yep.
Now,
That's it.
I'm gonna make a point, but D, go ahead and talk, cause I'm gonna make a point. Just say what you gotta say. What made you cheat in your relationship if you ever done it?
What made me cheat?
Did he ever kill his ex-wife? Jeez.
What made me cheat?
Yes.
Shit. What?
So what did? What?
You tongue tied?
Come on, tell us.
Don't be tongue tied.
No, what made me cheat was, first of all, I got tired of bullshit. I got tired of every day was nag, bitch. I just got tired of this shit. That's first and foremost. And I did the subtle thing, sat down and talked with her and let her know, like,
that's
look,
exactly.
you doing this, that, and the other. We need to change that. But it always ended up in confrontation. I got tired of that shit. So that was number 2 on the dashboard. Number 3, I was like, all right, so you want to sit there and be mad all the fucking time? I don't need that shit. It is what it is. And people like me that say it is what it is, we're dangerous because we're like, all right, well, you don't give a fuck, so neither do we.
Yep.
So
My
then
bitch.
right then and
So
there,
My bitch.
right then.
What if a woman says it is what it is? What does that do to you? What would that do to a man if a woman says it is what it is?
If a woman says, a person that says it is what it is, they have come to accept themselves. That means they are like, fuck it.
Right.
What it is.
So why not break up first? Why not break up first? Divorce first?
Yo, wait, because sometimes
and deep down in a man's heart, we going to try and push this shit up until as far as we can go.
Y'all need to let
I
go of your
disagree.
ego.
I think
Let
it's
go of your ego.
And if
When
we're
you're in a relationship, let go of your ego when you're in a relationship.
I don't think so. I disagree with him because a lot of times these men stay with these women because it's easy. They used to doing everything, and it's cheaper and it's easier to just stay.
That's also a convenience because you always
exactly
you go ahead and have a side chick. You ain't got to see her for a minute, but you always got somebody to go home to.
Yep.
So it's just the convenience.
She takes care of me. She takes care of the kids.
I don't know. I was done. After a while, once I checked out with my heart, I was gone. I was like, nope, I'm done. Because if I put forth the effort to try to make the shit work, and then it's not working, you're not listening, and I'm coming to you all the time. You're not coming to me. Nah, we good.
Yeah.
See, you're the first guy that I really heard say that. Most guys stay because it's cheaper to keep her. She paying the bills. She taking care of the kids. I don't have to do much, but come home.
I'm sorry. Peace of mind is more than anything to me. Peace of mind is more than anything to me. So I gotta go. If you doing all this stuff, I don't care if you was paying my car note. I'm out.
And when you don't want to come home, that's a problem.
Exactly.
Like when I first got married, I want to come home.
After work.
I want to cook. I want to come home. You know, that's cool. Once you start saying, yo, what can I do to not go home? You know, let me go get a drink.
Let me ask y'all.
Karaoke, whatever it is.
That moment when you pull up at your house, at the house with your girl in there, you sit in that car for a good extra 15 minutes.
Yeah. Like,
that's when you do something.
Now let me ask you about that because I know a lot of guys like that, right? And when you guys do that, or let's say you don't talk about this stuff in your relationship with y'all women, does it make it easier for the cleanup woman?
Hell no.
No. You know?
Cleanup woman is necessarily in it for a relationship.
Is that like the side chick? They call it the side chick now, right? Ain't she like the side chick? That's the new name?
No, it's called comfort chick.
Side piece.
The first girl that gives them attention and comfort.
The
comfort.
And they used to call that the cleanup woman.
They use that. If they feel your pain, they could tell. You know.
They can tell. Or is it that you just told her all the stuff that's wrong with the woman you got at home, so she's gonna be the total opposite to get into your life?
That happens too.
Get into the pockets.
Some people talk too much and they tell people their business.
You're not supposed to do that.
You don't tell people your business like that.
You don't tell people your business like that.
Yeah.
Especially if it's side chick, you don't tell them that what the main chick ain't doing. Because in the end, because
that's all men do. That's why I'm asking. Because that's
you
all
got men that do that though. That's the thing.
You do. They put
that's all they do.
lives and soul into the chick, and all she's doing is trying to get money out your pocket and trying to use you, and then you stuck back at square one with nobody.
As a man, as what I did, I never put 2 and 2 together when I was doing it. So I was like, I would never badmouth one. So,
can I just say this as a person who was okay with being a side chick back in the day? Because, well, I'm gonna say it this way: when I say okay with being a side chick, so that I don't make up my females too mad, because there were some benefits to being a side chick. Meaning, he had to pay for my silence. Didn't tell me what to do.
Facts.
Couldn't speak on anything. No. You didn't hear me pay. No, see, that's not a thought. See, a thought do that shit for free. I said
Exactly.
Silence.
Facts.
The facts. Yes.
Paying mortgages,
paying for my
car
silence.
notes.
You're paying for anonymity. You're paying for my silence, and you can't tell me what to do. It was kind of good because I got to, do what I wanted to do and get some cash on the side. So we both got what we wanted.
I get it. So and now that we talk about that, women, why do we cheat? Why have we cheated in past relationships? Because y'all don't like that when I generalize it. So why did the women? Why? Come on, ladies, don't get quiet now.
I have never cheated.
Came about their silence.
A lot of
I never cheated in any of my relationships.
Never cheated ever.
Nope.
Seeing him talk to other people better than he treats you. A lot of different reasons. Well, he might go, "Ooh, look at that girl's butt," but he don't do that to you. Or, "Damn, she's beautiful." You're not beautiful no more. It's a lot of different reasons.
Attention.
1000% attention.
It's
because men's
it's basic attention because
men's issue. They're visual.
You're beautiful. He doesn't do anything for you, but then you got this stranger over there that may, that know you with somebody else, but they're giving you more attention than your man. And I know you're like, well, why not leave the situation? Well, sometimes it's not that easy to just walk out the door. So you do what you got to do, but it doesn't always. I'm not saying that it was, cheating like, oh, I cheated. This is this. Because I mean, I've been the kind of person I let everybody know what's up. Meaning I let y'all know what's up. Because if you treat me like the Tuesday, Friday bitch, don't say nothing to me Monday through Sunday, the other days that I'm not your bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty blunt with mine. I'm very honest with mine. I let guys know up front, do you want a relationship or are you just trying to have whatever? And because I'm into an alternative lifestyle, it's not really cheating because everybody know about everybody.
Yeah. Okay. And Adrian, why did you? Have you ever cheated? Like why did you if you have?
Nah, I'm the type that
system freeze again.
Yeah, I'm gonna break up with you. Like honestly, because I'm very tired. I've always been tired. I barely have energy for one relationship. I don't have the time. Okay.
She's right.
Adrian, I love your answer.
She's like, I ain't got time to mess with another one.
She's like, one is annoying enough.
That's true. I admire people that are able to maintain multiple relationships. Like people that are in polyamory. Yo, I wish it could be me. I wish it could be me. I wish I had the energy. It's like,
thank you. One is annoying enough.
I'm just tired. That's the only reason. Not that not that I wouldn't if shit got fucked up, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, usually I just get rid of them. Like, it's not worth it. And then I go on break for a while.
Right. Take some time to get, I get it.
Polyamory or you wouldn't?
Huh? Well, no, polyamory?
Yeah.
I mean, I would entertain it. It's just, I don't know that I have the energy personally because like for me, I feel like sometimes I qualify as aromantic but like at the same time I also feel hypersexual sometimes, so it makes my life kind of interesting because romantic relationships are hard for me.
I get it.
So aromantic means like I don't really vibe with romantic attraction, like like let's be in a relationship, let's do all the boyfriend, because like I said, I get tired of having to maintain emotional well-being, taking on all their shit, like so
that would just be different on Tuesday and Thursday, right?
Huh?
That would just be different dick on Tuesday and Thursday, right?
No, I'm not saying that just means like penis hopping necessarily, but like
no. I mean, with polyamory, you have a set number of relationships. It's just that you would have
not true.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Not true.
That's not it.
Yeah, polyamory. That's not.
It's not a set number. You can have as many as you want or as few as you want.
No, I'm not saying
a set number.
I'm not saying a dictionary set number. I'm saying whatever your situation is.
Yes, but all parties in polyamory, all parties have to agree on that next relationship.
Oh, no.
It's not really polyamory. Then it becomes something else.
Right.
Yeah, that's just an orgy.
Now I did a show on guys. All those that's gonna be watching on YouTube, I did a show on polyamory and the whole community. So you guys should go to my YouTube videos and check it out. It was really good. You guys really need to go see that while we're talking. I just want to throw that in. And I also am like one of the admins of the group now. So so you guys should check that out. That's a really good video. Let me ask you guys. Now me, I can say for myself, I've cheated, right? But I'm a little different because I cheated because I liked the way the other guy looked. And I just felt like I wasn't ever going to get that chance again. So I went just to see what it was like. And I came right back. Like, you know, Jason said, you go out there, you come right back. It's nothing.
That's the grass green on the other side.
She did say that.
But I ain't planning on staying. I just wanted to go see what it was like. I came right back.
So
it'd be worse than where you were.
I admire you for that. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I admire you for that. That
she was being honest.
That's a
that is like the
and that's what this whole conversation is about. Being honest.
Because you know the thing is, and that's why I want y'all to be honest, because there's no right textbook answer. With me, sex is not always emotional. Like I'm like a guy in a lot of ways.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. When I wasn't saying it like you were lying about it. I'm saying that's a dope way of looking at it. Because I did let some people pass me by. It's some dicks out there I wish I would have jumped on, but I didn't do it.
What? What?
Jump on it. Jump on it.
But it is what it is.
Right. Well, so I was gonna get right back. Like,
I have regrets.
Me too. I got regrets.
It's hard living with regrets.
Well,
like Sienna. Have you ever cheated in your relationship, T?
Yeah, almost all my past relationships. This is probably the first one that I'm being an adult and not cheating.
Okay. I love it. Now, why? Why did you do it? Like, what was the reason?
I cheated to play Get Back. I cheated, like you said, because I was in college. I wanted to see what it was like, you know. And those probably really the only two reasons. Honestly, I've stepped out. I just wanted to see what it was like. I was in college, you know, he was a fine basketball player. I just wanted to see what it was like.
Right, yes.
Take some of that chocolate.
Yes, I respect it. I know it well. Oh, look, I knew he was in the room somewhere. I knew it. I knew it. Kat, have you ever cheated, and why did you cheat?
Yes.
I don't want to get her cut.
I'm gonna tell you why. Emotionally, I wasn't getting that attention. And I wanted to stay with that person because we were together and I loved that person. But that person didn't give me what I needed. But that other person came in right at that other time. But it wasn't like a sexual cheat. It was more of you gave me what I needed, like the texts in the morning, that dick pic I needed to get me through the day. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That emotional stuff. It wasn't that I'm not gonna talk because I was too scared to do that shit. Because I'd have fell in love.
And she right about them texts in the morning too. That was one of my questions too.
Look. Hello.
Yeah.
I thought y'all ain't like dick pictures.
What?
No. I love
I heard.
Love dick pics. The text in the morning though,
I'm so big on text in the morning.
You don't like them.
I need to know that I'm the first thing you think about.
No, you can call.
Show me that morning wood, baby.
Let me explain.
Yeah, okay.
Pick up the phone and say, "Hey, how you doing?" But don't send me no good morning, beautiful. Fuck all that.
I don't be wanting to talk all the time. I just want to, hey, how you doing?
Don't send you the good morning, beautiful. But what if that person is sending that to other people?
But that's
what make you feel nothing, no type of way.
So let me explain. Well, see, I'm not a jealous person, but let me explain what I'm saying.
It's not jealous. It's the treatment. You putting somebody else on a pedestal.
So let me say it this way. Let me say it this way. I'm not that type of girl. I don't need you to text me every morning saying good morning, beautiful. I don't like that.
I agree. I don't like that either.
To me. Don't say good morning, beautiful. I hate that.
Okay.
Secondly, as far as me being put on a pedestal, you're gonna put me on a pedestal regardless, because I am who I am.
Facts.
If you want to be with me.
Facts. But
Now,
but I like to hear it from time to time.
No, but that's me. But notice you just said you like.
Yeah, you might text me.
So I gotta hear it. So if you say it,
I like to be entertained. I like to be treated like a goddess.
Right, and here's the thing: sending a group text or sending a text message, "Good morning, beautiful," like you said, that can go to 20 or 50 different women.
And I could schedule.
Do we care though? Do we care?
Schedule it.
As long as we get it. I don't care what you send to.
I don't want it.
I just want mine. Like I don't care what you're doing.
You need to say something to me. You need to address me. You know, I don't want no good morning, beautiful, all that bullshit. Address me.
Okay, all right. And Taisha, have you ever cheated and why?
Oh, I am a girl, right? So I have to answer that.
Guilty as charged.
Y'all stupid.
I'm like one of them that said, you know, in my past when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I always had like a rule. Because my thing is I've always been upfront in every relationship I've been in. So I let a man know or a guy know, depending on what age I was, in the beginning. This is how I am. This is what I want. This is what I need from you. I'm gonna give you whatever. But they don't know. Once you're in a relationship with me, this is us. So if I can't trust you, if you do something where I can't trust you, or if you do something where I don't know, it used to be 3 strikes you're out. And it's always a reaction because my intention, once I'm in a relationship, my intention is never to cheat on you. But now I won't cheat. I'll just leave. But before, yeah, it was 3 strikes you're out. But not 3 strikes you're out like you cheat 3 times or you do something 3 times and you're out. No. If I have to cheat on you 3 times, then you're out. That's how it was.
I like that, sis.
No, if I have to cheat on you 3 times, then that's it. Now go on. Let me find somebody else to cheat on. Shit. I'm tired. I don't want to keep cheating on you. This is stupid.
Men don't look happy at all. Like I'm just looking at their face.
They want to change the conversation.
No, because it's stupid. Because why I gotta keep cheating on you? I could be cheating on somebody else. You get 3 chances. Shit, 3 chances, 3 cheats, and then you gotta go. You gotta go. That's it. That's it now. I'm done cheating on you 3 times. You messed up your mind.
Yeah. Now let me ask you something because that brings up a good when she said 3. Because one of my questions was, do men love threesomes because they secretly want to cheat?
Yes.
No.
For me, that's not why.
I want to hear from who said yes.
No, I think it's because they're secretly.
It's just fun.
No.
It's fucking fun.
Yeah.
I think threesomes where they give the other girl more attention than their girl.
Oh, that's what y'all always
do you guys do that?
It's different. It's something different, right?
Get to that point right there. That's what y'all think about. Oh, you give me more attention. No.
Yep.
No, if you begging her out eating a pussy and then y'all finish, what about me? I'm sitting here wet. Nothing.
Tell her why you mad.
No, we only do one at a time, man.
I'm in there like swimwear.
Oh my God.
It's rules to that. You don't finish off with the stop, bitch.
You don't just go
to you finish off and wait.
No,
you don't finish off with the stop,
there are
bitch.
rules to that. For me personally, when I've been in that situation, my girl actually picked the woman that we were going to sleep with. So there was no, I didn't have to sneak around or nothing like that. She already knew that, hey, I might be hunting for somebody. We already had the conversation about what we do and do not like. And I've done it before,
You have rules.
I was laid off and she was working. So, I would, read personals and whatnot. I'd make initial contact. We exchange a few emails and whatnot. The new woman out. already knew I was part of a couple, and I would tell her about, a little bit about my girlfriend. Now, when my girlfriend gets home, I tell her about the new woman. Hey, da da da. This is what, she sent me a few pictures and whatnot, and I'm, aim of bringing everybody together on a three-way call at some point. So
okay, you doing on. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
that's a lot. That's a lot right there.
So there's no insecurities. There's nothing underhanded. Everybody knows what's about to go down.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, so when it came to, going in the bedroom, everybody was already into everybody, already. So nobody is going to be left out in the cold.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now that's a properly planned.
Yeah, because you clean that out. Ain't no way to mess that up.
Mine didn't go that way. So.
Well, okay.
I have a
It
question.
wasn't planned out.
I have a question.
Mine was a birthday gift.
Oh, it was bad?
No, it was good.
It sounds like it went pretty good.
It was a birthday gift.
He said it went pretty good. I have a question. With threesomes, do you have to set rules, or should each spouse know
Yes.
what the limitations?
You have to set rules, because if you don't, something unexpected will happen, will occur, and can throw a wrench in your relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to.
So what if the guy catches feelings for the other girl?
From one time?
Does happen.
It happens.
Whoa.
No.
Wait.
That
Just
does happen.
can I say that it happens?
Well,
No, you
It
can't say
happens.
it.
well, let me back up. Not that he cannot catch feelings. You can't control that part. Acting on it is another thing.
Yes.
Okay.
That was my
Acting on
question.
it is another
Because I've
thing.
seen it happen.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, man, what is the ultimate secret to keep a black man from cheating?
Don't give him no time.
Don't say nothing.
Zero.
Yeah.
No answer.
What? So y'all gonna tell me all that? Then you gonna stop right here?
Yeah, don't
I need an answer to that.
No. Please tell us.
Yes.
It varies.
Help me.
Make us happy. That's it.
Wait. I have a question.
No go.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very high.
Mm.
How important is oral sex in this equation?
Very
10 and a half.
Very important.
Very important.
11.
See,
Yeah, 10.5, 6.
Adrian,
Wait. Okay. So out of a 10, it's a 12?
Yeah.
Look.
Oh.
Look.
Okay, that helps.
That
helps.
Let me say this. Sometimes it can just take a fucking blowjob, and the whole day is great.
Yep. You happy the whole day. You like singing and shit.
Really?
Sometimes I can take that simple thing. He can be sitting there playing video games. If you fucking suck his dick while he shoots somebody in Call of Duty, it's a good fucking day.
He's happy.
The reason I asked that
Why he
question,
playing Call of Duty? Hold up. Why he
If
playing
you
Call
able
of
to
Duty?
get your dick stuck and still play a video game,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna lose the video game.
You better throw that controller on the floor and die.
Look. I sit there playing my game. My girl came free in front of me, butt fucking naked. I knew what time it was. It's time to go. I can't play.
Exactly. So you better throw that controller.
And then about hours so later, they still on. I'm back on. Hey, what's going on? And my
Exactly.
It was already. They already knew. Yep, the girl was in the room. Yep, that's it.
But then there are some women who get off on being ignored while they're performing for you.
That's a whole nother thing.
Some women do that.
That's a whole
That's
nother
a whole other thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, who's that? Where they at?
He said, "Where they at?"
Exactly.
Like we got him in the phone book.
So is that the secret to your man not cheating? Is that it?
Basic. So hold on. So let me understand this.
Yeah.
So I have to give daily blowjobs to make sure you don't cheat.
Not daily.
Not daily.
He said not daily.
But you gotta keep
Would that
us.
stop y'all from cheating?
Look, when I got married, every
No,
weekend, you know,
He said every weekend.
I would see her. I wouldn't see her during the week. I worked at night, but on every weekend, I was looking forward to the
So
weekend.
hold on a minute. I'm trying to understand.
For that, Ron? For the blowjobs?
Hold on.
Yeah,
So
good
let me
sex,
say
bro.
this again, because
All right.
I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
So we're saying that just sucking some dick will prevent you from cheating, because there are women who suck dick and still get cheated on.
But they probably don't know how to do it good.
Right. Yeah.
If you can't do it good,
I respect it. I respect it. If that's all you need.
Look at Superhead. Her husband still cheated on her.
yeah, but he probably it wasn't as good either. He probably was mad. He's like, why I do that shit?
All up and down my shaft, we gonna have a problem, you know. But if she's deep throating and sucking out my soul, hey,
no, you can't go nowhere. You're too weak.
Hallelujah.
All I want to do is go to sleep. I'm sleeping.
You know what? It comes down to this.
The question
and my balls empty. All right.
You can't cheat then.
Daryl, why you so quiet?
So wait a minute.
Hold up.
I have a question. There's no answer. Hold on, I have a question.
It's no answer?
There's nothing she can do. If he wants to cheat, no matter how good the head is, how good the sex is, if he wants to, he's going to. It has nothing to do with her.
Exactly. And that's what I kept asking, because here's the thing.
that.
All this bullshit that y'all saying is not true, because there's women out here who cook, clean.
We just trying to
clean. Your bed is clean. Your dirty drawers and doo-doo stains are out your drawers. Clothes iron. She's doing everything right, and you still go out and cheat.
Yep.
Not true.
Yeah, why did Jay-Z speak on Beyonce? Why?
Yes, it is.
Not true.
Because he crazy. He crazy.
Yeah, why?
Going to the 11th degree for me. Nah, I'm gonna make sure she wets the damn curtains.
So let me ask. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What if there's no oral sex involved?
Well,
that's a non-starter for me.
We're not in a relationship.
Well,
Good night.
Well, they do it like 1 or 2 times. They like, oh, that's enough. No, hell no.
Wow.
So hold on. Wait a minute.
You think you're lonely now.
I'm gonna say this though.
Okay.
But let me say this. Because this is the flip side of that. Is first women, and everybody has to remember this, and men too. If you're not doing something, somebody else will.
Exactly.
That is damn sure.
Well, you know what? I would love for him to go out and have somebody else suck his dick before I do.
Before you do.
And here's the thing.
That means he doesn't need to be with me.
Because I was gonna say, because
hold on one second. Because I'm not gonna suck your dick in the first month, the second month, the third month, the fourth month, or the fifth month, or the 6th month.
So you don't do it at all.
That's why
you don't do it.
I'm not.
Have you ever done it? Like when you were younger?
Yes, I have.
So what made you stop now?
I'm older. I don't need to be sucking no man's dick.
Hey, is there an age limit on giving head?
No,
I see people gum people. They be with the gums and shit.
What age is that? What is that age?
No, hold on. There is no age limit. But I don't need to suck a man's dick in order for him to stay with me.
No, it's not.
Not for him to stay with you, just to be in a relationship.
Why is it being treated as transactional? I think that's
oral sex.
Nobody wants
oral sex.
Because I'm getting it a week. It's more like, oh, she likes
oral sex. Oral sex. Period has nothing to do with a relationship.
What?
I disagree.
It has nothing to do with a relationship.
That's just the glue.
Hold on. It comes into play when you're in a relationship, but a relationship is not based on sex.
She's absolutely right, though. It's
not based on it. It's a part of it.
Are we talking about a friend relationship? Because
no, Slim.
Well, this may be a moving moment. Let me tell you why. Because Renee might be understanding now that we are all kind of like the same race. So you see kind of what the men of your race like. So it may change you a little bit.
Well,
you have all age groups.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
What happens if you find a man that does like it? You're not gonna be with him?
Well,
like it's what? Because
if he likes to have oral sex
but
and you don't do it.
Everything has to be dealt with before I even start the relationship. We gotta sit down and talk before I even
let me ask you something, because that helps me right there. I wanted to talk to y'all about Kevin Samuels, right? Yeah. And I did I did 2 shows on Kevin Samuels.
Yes, you did.
I wanted to ask, because that was one of my questions. You see what Renee just did, and that's my sis too. She did exactly what Kevin Samuels says, that they never answer the question. You went all the way around that question instead of saying yes or no. Why don't women like Kevin Samuels? I agree with the man wholeheartedly on a lot of stuff he said. Why don't we answer the question? Because that happens quite a lot. It's been happening tonight a lot.
Wait,
why?
Let me
me and Nita go back and forth with Kevin. That was another topic I wanted to.
I have reasons why I don't like him.
Tell me what's the reason.
So for one, number one, I don't like how he always is referring to Black women and just making it seem like we're subservient to other women, like we're not good enough to be other women. Number 2, I don't like how he thinks that every man wants a skinny young bitch. Every man don't want a skinny.
Nope.
Okay, number 3.
I agree with your second point.
That's a question I had too. I got
number 3. You're basing everything off of your European standards. And you're trying to go by a size of somebody's weight and height, not taking into account muscle, not taking into account breast, not taking into account behind.
Yes.
Well, that the average Black man, and I'm gonna be real, when it's above average, want us to have big asses and little waists. That's why women are breaking their necks, having all types of surgery, getting shit put in their butts because they're trying to appease to something, but yet he's saying you got to be a size 2. If you got an ass, you're not a size 2. You're just not.
I'll be right back. Somebody's knocking. Hold on.
I'll be a little ass.
Now, see, that's the thing. I didn't get that, and I never get that from Kevin Samuels. I
listened to a couple of his shows, 4 hours worth. I cannot get those 8 hours of my time back.
He's deeper than a lot of people think. And the reason I say that is because, like, a lot of things he says, I know women just hate him, but a lot of things he says makes quite a lot of sense. I agree with like the weight thing. When he talks about like not average men. He's talking about like men with money and stuff like that.
Bullshit.
You don't see a lot of men with money with average women.
That's not. But see, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. First and foremost, he's basing it off of his little small group. Because if you really look at certain people with money, like you look at people with money, it's other races out here that's got billions that will put Americans to shame. They don't have those skinny little bitches that look like white women. So don't sit here and quit feeding that European standard to me. Quit doing that.
I definitely.
I didn't see it like that.
Because
I respect the way you saw it, though. I respect that. I can't say I respect that. I respect that.
Notice is that even for a style consultant, he doesn't seem to be aware that there are 4 different body types. And, there are actually 4 different body types. So, and y'all have seen them and everything else. So,
and you can be beautiful with anyone.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then for us, because of what our standards of beauty are, which is different from culture to culture, and from era to era within the same culture sometimes. We have a standard which is out of step for me personally. Is out of step with what I find to be sexy. Because
he basically said, he told this woman, he asked her what she rated herself. She said an 8. He goes, no, you're not an 8. Beyonce's an 8. Who the fuck said Beyonce was an 8?
Well, I don't agree with that because I think Beyonce's a 10.
Yeah.
I don't, but that's how he thinks. But Rihanna's a 10. He said that.
No, but
Rihanna's a 10 and Beyonce's an 8? No.
No, Beyonce's a 10 too. They both 10s. He said Kelly Rowland's a 9.
That's what his opinion.
I can see that. Kelly is beautiful.
That's his opinion.
Yeah, but that's an opinion.
That's his opinion. He said, what do you think of yourself as? And if I think of myself as a 10, who the fuck are you to tell me I'm not?
Yeah, true.
That's self-esteem. I'd be damned if I let somebody tell me what the fuck I am. And I don't mean to cuss, and I apologize, but that's bullshit.
Because women do get really upset behind Kevin Samuels.
No, we get so caught up in what another motherfucker thinks of us. Fuck everybody.
And why does he have so many like subscribers and stuff like that? And why are most of them, predominantly all of them, women?
You know why?
Why?
They got nothing to do.
We are glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I think so.
They had self-esteem. They would. I unsubscribe to his punk ass, and if I ever get in the face, but I'm just saying, you're not gonna tell me
trying to get respect to me.
Yeah. Now, I think with Kevin that he conflates two different numbers to be the same number. And I'm kind of realizing it, and I didn't really pick up on it. What you said, Anita. There is a number that represents your self-esteem, and then there's a sexual, as he puts it, a sexual marketplace number, which is attached to the beauty standard for that culture, for that race, at that point in time, and those things are purely subjective. I think he does border on tearing some women down. However, other women do need to be checked with their attitudes, about how they conduct themselves, how they see men, and how they move.
And I agree. And here's the thing: I agree with that. I do agree with that. But why do I have to belittle myself and dumb myself down to build your ass up? You need to have, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not dumbing. I have to, it's just like, some men want Black women. Why can't you be more supportive? We get beat up just as much as you do. So
I got something for that too.
If I'm gonna support you, you need to support me. I shouldn't have to dumb myself down, belittle myself to raise your ass up. I shouldn't have to do that. And I'm not going to do that.
I'm secure within myself.
Exactly. And that's my point. You're secure within yourself, and I'm secure within myself. So damn it, we could build together. But I shouldn't have to belittle myself just to help you get to the top.
No.
So let me ask you something.
Because people who shine from within don't need a spotlight.
Thank you.
Does being sensitive to a woman's feelings make men feel less like a man?
Whoa, say that again. I'm sorry.
Does being sensitive to a woman's feelings make men feel like less than a man? Like, you see how strong he comes at women and stuff like that? Like, do you think he may feel, or do you think that some men feel like being sensitive makes them less than a man? Like, or,
no,
they just don't want to tell you what you want to hear. They want to tell you what they feel the truth is.
That kind of, in my mind, that kind of gets back to insecurity, because you feel like if you don't say the right thing, she'll walk away and you're going to feel some type of way. So you're going to bend because of that fear to say what she wants to hear rather than saying what needs to be said.
I get it.
I don't know. Y'all comment on that one.
Yeah, because I know it's one of them subjects with Kevin Samuels.
Again, I'm not saying that I don't disagree with everything he says, but like I said, do not quit comparing us to European standards. That's my issue with him.
Let me ask you something. Does he do the same thing that the doctor does? When you go into the doctor tells you need to lose weight, stuff like that. Because I know my doctor says the same thing he says to some of these women.
But I'm gonna say
it doesn't bother me. It's like, I know I need to lose weight. I know I need to get this together.
See, that's for you. So I'm gonna say this. I interview my doctors, number one, and number two, you can't look at me and tell me anything about my health, because you didn't learn that in medical school. You need to take my blood work. You need to take you need to test my shit first. Then you talk to me. Yeah. And once they do that, guess what? They don't say all this, they're like, okay, well, we see what's going on and blah, blah, blah. So you don't do that. And that's the problem. Everybody wants to judge a book by its cover, because there's some people out here that's 120, 150 pounds that's going to fucking die in like 6 months because they're unhealthy. Yeah. And then you got a 300-pound bitch who healthy as fuck. So you cannot judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you: is it the Black man's job to defend the Black woman against criticism?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let me tell you why. Because we are the most, and you know, I'm gonna say it like this, and this is probably one of the reasons I am dominant. I'm dominant because if I gotta sit and wait for a brother to help me out, I'm gonna be waiting.
I hear you on that.
And I hate to say it that way because I know
I agree.
It's some good ass men out there, and I feel bad that you guys have to be clumped up with the rest of these assholes. But you don't protect us. Y'all protect the thoughts. Y'all protect the hoes.
Yep.
You don't protect the intelligent Black women. You don't protect the people who talk about your mamas and your sisters and your cousins. You don't protect us like you should. So that's why we have to pull our dicks out every now and then and whoop some ass.
Agree.
Okay.
I agree. I definitely agree.
I was going to say that doctors are also guilty of not being aware of the different body types, because if you ever look at the standard chart, there's just one scale.
Yeah.
It's irrespective of your of the standard of beauty, of your body type, of era, you know, and all of that. Because okay, back what was early 60s, you had women that were, well, I'll just say white women. I'll just move it on. White women that were a bit sturdier, right? Because you had Marilyn Monroe as this model. Now she was like a 14, 16, right? Now come forward, you know, that same culture now wants waifs. You know, same country, same culture. Now the standards have changed.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. I wanted to ask the guys this question. When we were talking earlier, and I may have missed it, do men really put women in only 3 categories in life?
Ask that question.
In relationships? Yeah, because I meant to ask that question. Because there were 2 ways to ask it. I was watching a program, right? It was on Instagram. It was like a little skit. And the guy was saying, like, women are in 3 categories in a man's life, regardless of his relationships, whatever. He was saying there was the fun girl. You know, that's the girl that, you know, he does everything he wouldn't do with somebody he cares about. She never meets the parents. She never meets the friends. You know what I'm saying? You don't even hold her hand in public. You know, she's somebody that doesn't even go out in the daytime. Like, you only see her at night, right? Then he said there was like the seed filler. He was like, you do everything with her but commit. And I guess the way he was explaining that was like, this is the woman that waits 10 years, you know, for you to change your mind and finally see the woman that she is, you know, and say she's the one, right? But it never happens. So you pretty much just string her along. You do everything with her that you would do with the wife. And then there's the wife. And you know the wife is the one that nobody can touch her. You don't want nobody around her. The reason why you wife is because you don't want anybody else to touch her in life. She's yours. And he said that she not necessarily is the homemaker or nothing. She's just the one that you care most about. All your love is there. She could be anything. She could be a stripper. She could be anything. She don't have to be anything in particular, but that's the one you're going to wife. You're going to put the ring on. Is that true? Because that was a big question. I never got to ask it. Because we're about to wrap up, but that was a really important question to me. I wanted to know if that was true. Y'all got quiet on me. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Because I don't know if that's true. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me.
It is true.
It's true.
But that's also, unless you're doing everything above board, you know, and everybody knows what's going on, may not know names, may not know phone numbers, but they know, hey, this is going on over there. I got this over there. You know, otherwise it's a recipe for, you know, for cheating and whatnot. But me personally, I tried not to let myself get into that situation. Because I mean, you could very easily be pulled in 3 different directions, and you have a conflict of time or of interest or whatever, and you can't be in 3 places or 2 places at the same time. So I, you know, I myself try to find the most of what I need and hopefully want in one woman, so I don't have to be caught up in that situation.
Okay. And I got one last question. It's the final question, and it's a double header. Y'all ready?
It's gonna be good.
Let me tell you something. We done covered a lot of stuff, and I done learned quite a lot. Okay, this is the double header, and I want to make sure that I hit this one right. It's a two-part question. It's for the men. It's for the men and the women, right? But I'm a woman, so I kind of wrote it for a man. But okay, here we go. What's the universal way to a man or woman's heart? And what is the number one key to a happy or successful relationship with a man or a woman? So you see how you do vice versa? The men will answer and the women answer, or vice versa. So what do we think these keys are? The universal way to a man or woman's heart, and the number one key to a happy and successful relationship with a man and woman.
Honesty.
Communication, number one.
Communication. Okay.
Communication and honesty.
And trust.
Trust.
Okay. Top answers.
And respect. Right. You got to respect the, you know.
Yep. Oh yeah, of course, respect. Of course.
And laughter. You got to have fun. You got to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to know how to cook. One of y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can't cook.
I don't cook.
Come on now.
I don't cook.
Come on.
Somebody got to cook.
I cook every day. I cook every day for myself.
Me too. I'm a chef. Shit.
Oh shoot.
I cook, so y'all saw me cooking.
Yeah. And you plated your food. I just throw my shit on.
Everybody cook around here. Around one of them.
Plated my stuff.
Plated it.
So is that like the universal thing? So that means everybody for the same way.
That's the question. Now it's on you to answer that.
Wait. Before she answers, I didn't answer because if I knew, then I would probably be in a situation. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay.
The answer.
Well, y'all know I'm always the alien in the room, so my answer is gonna be really different for y'all.
What you got into?
Okay. I'm gonna answer both of those.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. Y'all ready? Hold on to your wigs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If not, I can make you another one. All right. I say, okay, the universal way to my heart, right? The universal way to my heart is to let me do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it anyway. You get what I'm saying?
That's a universal way to your heart?
Yeah. Because you can't tame me. I cannot be tamed.
But you didn't answer the question.
That's her answer. It's just a weird answer.
That's the answer. Let me do what I want to do. Don't try. It ain't gonna happen. You cannot tame me. So
if you would entertain a dominant man, how does that square up?
Even if he's a dominant man, he's still gonna fall in line. Because if I'm not happy, he don't get the happiness. He don't get the type of happiness that I get.
What makes that person dominant though? What makes that person dominant?
It's waving it now.
Because two dominants, one of them gonna have to be submissive.
But
now we can
not
switch
true, not true, Giovanni, not true.
We can't be dominant together. It does not happen like that.
Yes, it does. Look at me and Daryl.
It does not.
Dominant. We take turns. That's
what I'm talking about. We can't be dominant at the same time. We can't be bumping heads.
That's not me submitting. I submit by choice.
But a dominant man does not put up his dick. You're talking about a switch.
You don't have to put it up. Just hold it while mine's out. That's all.
Why he gotta hold it? You can hold it yourself.
You gotta have a sword fight.
While mine is out. Because mine can't be out of yours. What we gonna do? Sword fight?
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Like the Jedi.
One of us gotta take the dick. Who gonna take it?
Wait. Why is your dick granted and his optional? That's what I want to know.
Because I'm the woman. And regardless or not, we control everything.
No, we can't.
Nothing happens unless it happens around our
dick gotta be
time.
out too. Both dicks gotta be out.
See, what is it? Happy wife, happy life?
It's called dick fight.
What?
Dick fight.
Just, y'all know what I'm talking about. Happy wife, happy life.
No.
We got vaginas. We got all the power. What are you talking about? We got all the power. Ladies, we got all the power. We run everything.
We got a little power.
Access to
It's called a dick fight. Y'all fight with y'all dicks. It's called a dick fight.
You gonna win. You might as well. I'm gonna win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I say now the second part is the number one key to a happy and successful relationship. I would say for me, it is for myself to him, it's knowing when to submit. I know exactly when to submit and when not to submit. You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't
but
with your
you have to respect the fact that I'm also a boss too. If you can't respect that fact, then you're never gonna get along with me. It's never gonna happen.
But how does that square with your second?
If you don't see boss written all over me, then you're not gonna be able to be with me.
But see, hold up. Wait. You can see that all you want, but you just hypocrite on what you just said. You just said you gotta have your dick out, but then you gotta be submissive as a boss. Being a boss does not consider that you gotta be always in fucking control. You gotta have
I said I'll be submissive sometimes, but not all the time. I know when to be submissive. You have to know when to be submissive.
Yes, but the boss gotta be pleased as well.
Yeah, but if
you take turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
Because hold on. Can I say something?
But when my dick is out, yours is up. I don't care.
Right.
What did you
Can
say?
I just say one thing and then I'm just gonna shut my mouth. Just what you just said. Her dick is out. Your dick is out. She's the boss. You're the boss. Y'all have to have a communication session where y'all both agree to whose dick is gonna be out at one time.
Exactly.
Otherwise, y'all gonna get conflict.
I said that.
But there's no, but it's the whole
Give a
point
DP.
of, it's the whole point of a point of being submissive, but then you gotta also, how can I put this? You gotta also know you want the man to be dominant and lead, you gotta let him lead. If before you a boss, you gotta be a leader. You can't sit up there and be a boss. Oh, I'm a boss, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. All right, go ahead, fine. See what that's going to
Not to cut you off, but what happens when you being the man are not being dominant? What is she supposed to do? Just sit back and just let you?
No, but see.
No.
Lead him. You make him make this.
Yeah. If you're not dominant, somebody got to pick that up.
I'm not a leader.
You don't boss.
I don't want nobody to lead me, and I'm not going to lead anybody because if we're both two adults, no one should be leading each other. We should be working together, 50-50.
I don't mind being led.
Exactly. I don't mind being led.
I'll let you lead.
Wait. I can't.
Question was.
Now, see, what did you just say though? Hold on. What did you say?
I don't mind being led. You know what I'm saying? When I let him lead. But that's not gonna see, one thing about me I can say, and I usually don't talk too much about myself, but I'm almost overly dominant. Like I'm dominant. But I know how to fall back when it's time to fall back. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not seeing those dominant traits in you, you're not going to lead us down this rabbit hole. No, because that's not where my life is going. So you jump up on my back and let me lead you where we going.
Okay, hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so let me say this. You keep saying if you don't see the dominant traits, but let me just give you girlfriend to girlfriend. If your dick is out, ain't nobody dominant finna come over there.
But why is it out? It's out because he's not dominant at the time.
Because you just said I'm a boss and I gotta do what I gotta do. So you have to, I'm just saying, if you want this, if you want a man to lead, sometimes you just gotta just be quiet and wait.
I don't have time to wait. I'm living life.
Jay,
you don't have
I ain't 20. I don't have no time for that.
You don't have time.
Jay.
So then you don't be mad.
If he's not a boss, I'm not into making somebody a boss. I've done that a lot.
But you're not hearing what I'm saying. You you
Yeah,
kept putting yourself in a man's position instead of staying in a woman's position. And let me correct myself when I say this, because see, if you're trying to say that you want a certain type of man, if you want a certain type of man, then sometimes you have to fall back. And if you think you like Kevin Samuels,
that's submitting.
Hold on.
No, let me finish.
No,
He
it's
tells
not.
you to step back. So if you need to step, so because you keep putting out, I'm a boss, I'm this, I'm that. If somebody else is a boss too, they're not coming at.
They don't want to fight like that.
No, but
see, let me tell y'all where y'all wrong. Because my last relationship was just like that. He was just like, he was a boss like me. You understand? We had those issues we didn't have. You understand? Like he knew when to step back, and then I knew when to step up. Like that was a dominant relationship that I had. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me say something. Can I speak
about that? Go ahead, Coco. Sorry.
Okay. First of all, why would I step back when my life is still going forward? You're telling me to just sit back and wait for the man to be dominant?
No, what I was trying to explain is she said earlier in the conversation that she's looking for a certain type of man. And I'm saying the same thing that Kevin Samuel's saying, but I'm just saying it with a lighter voice, that if you want that type of man, you're not going to get him saying that you a boss and being all in control like that. You're not.
Why not?
Nobody
I don't know why not either. Because I got a ring out of that relationship, so why not?
My mother's a boss.
I stepped away from that relationship myself. I'd have been married already.
And if she doesn't step up that way, all she's doing is putting herself on hold to find the right man.
No,
I'm going to step up.
What I'm trying to say.
Hold on.
Y'all missed the whole concept of what I was saying. Not what I was saying.
Hold up. I'm going to step up to the plate, the type of woman that I am, and if you don't like it, fuck you.
That's fine. The point. And here's, but you're missing my point. My point is this: if you are freaking single and you want somebody, then you have to do something different.
I'm not gonna downgrade myself to get a man.
I listen to you.
That ain't downgrade.
Yes, it is. If I don't tell the man exactly who I am, that's downgrading myself.
I'm not saying that. You're missing my point, but it's okay because you're not hearing me.
I said, go ahead.
I'm trying to I'm actually, believe it or not, speaking for the men right now. Because
men, do y'all
women, we sit and do this, and then we get mad when the men don't do exactly or fit into that mold. But then we don't do the simple thing that Kevin Samuels always saying, and that's be quiet.
Well, I ain't talking about Kevin Samuels. I'm talking about
what she was saying earlier. You kept interrupting me. I'm trying to say that she said earlier that she wanted a dominant man, and I keep saying to her, not just me, Slim, and I even think Just said the same thing. You're not gonna get that because you're portraying yourself as that dominant person because you're putting that dominant energy. Did nobody tell her to stop living her life?
She's portraying herself the way that she is.
Well, I can help y'all both out.
She's portraying herself the person that she is.
I can help y'all both out. I'm not saying this is gonna sound bad. I'm not saying that I'm Beyonce. I'm not saying that I'm Rihanna. I'm not saying I'm none of them chicks, but I have never been single in my damn life. I'm just saying. And I always been like this. Daryl, how long you know me?
23, 24 years.
And I was like this before my government job. My mom's was like this too. Married 35 years. Death took them.
I got a question. Are you trying to get married?
I don't know. I really don't know.
And here's the thing. It's nothing. All I'm trying
I got a ring in the back.
I
don't know.
I'm
not saying
I'm not telling you to change who you are, but see what it's sounding like, and understand where I'm coming from on this. It's sounding like you're talking out of two sides. You're saying, "Oh, I want this, but then I'm gonna be this." And all I'm trying to get you to.
But that's what you got me twisted. I didn't say I wanted a dominant man. You understand? Like, it's not a necessity. You get what I'm saying? I could take a beta man. I can. And I can make him exactly what I need him to be.
You said you never attracted a dominant man, and I'm saying you said you would like one. That's what you said earlier in the conversation. And
but I said I'll take a beta man too. It's not a necessity that I have a dominant man. I would like one, but it's not a necessity. Okay. I don't hate on beta men.
Here's the thing.
It worked for me too.
Here's what I was trying to. Here's what I interpreted in. So I'm gonna apologize for that. When you made the statement, say you would like one, myself, and I heard Slim even mention too.
Yeah.
That you're not going to get one based on how you're portraying yourself because of that energy.
I just had one.
But let me finish.
For 9 years. I left him.
Okay, then guess what?
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but he's not. Just because you just had one doesn't mean he represents every dominant man out there. Just like you don't represent every dominant woman.
But I've had, it doesn't matter to me. Like I've had dominant men. I've had, you know what I'm saying? I've had beta men. It doesn't matter. A man is a man. Either way, if we in a relationship, we gonna figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Either you can deal with me or you can't.
But
either way,
one thing
I'ma still be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma still be good. Like,
I was trying to get over is that if you're constantly projecting dominant energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dominant man sees you across the room.
Not gonna approach
you. Pick up on your dominant energy, you're coming off the list.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all, that's the biggest lie in the world. Now, let me tell you why.
Listen, Jay, listen.
Yeah.
Jay, what I'm hearing is y'all hear what Jay is saying, but y'all hear only one part of what Jay is saying. Jay is saying that she is every fucking woman. That is what she's saying.
Pretty much.
She is the boss. She is a dominant woman. She is a submissive woman. She's the slut. She's the hoe. She's that whatever you want her to be. That is what she's saying she is.
I can switch.
She's not saying she's not. She said the way to her heart is to let her do what she want to do, but she didn't say she wants you to let her do. She's not saying that that's the way she is all the damn time. She's saying that's the way she is when she wants it. Give her what she wants when she wants it. Let her do what she want to do when she want to do it. But she's not going to have that energy all the time. She's not going to be dominant all the time. Nobody who don't have a dick want to have their dick out all the time. I mean, like, I got to go get that shit and have it all the time. I don't want to do that. So you as a man, I'm gonna want you to be a man, but I still, and there are times when I want to be a woman, but don't negate the fact that I'm still dominant, and when you want me to be, I will be submissive. Like, don't. Yes. I'm all of that. I'm everything.
Yeah, I can do it.
What I was trying to get.
Thank you.
Was that I understand what you're saying, and that's fine. What I was trying to get to was, if that dominant man sees you across the room, right? He's making a decision in the moment, right? He may take you off the list as somebody he would approach, not knowing you quote unquote code switch, right? He may not.
That means he's intimidated by me then.
No, not intimidated. He doesn't want to cross swords with another woman, okay? And he sees you in that moment.
So he's backing down from me pretty much.
No, he's
because nothing intimidates me. So I can go up to somebody.
Maybe he just don't want to deal with it.
He don't want to deal with it. That's all.
He just don't want to deal with it. He made an assumption, and he don't want. He didn't give you a chance to deal with you. So now going back to Mr. Kevin Samuels, because remember you played devil's advocate and said,
yes, I love Kevin Samuels.
Let me finish. You said you wanted what he says and what he says and all that stuff. He's telling, he's straight up saying everything that you just said is wrong.
So why doesn't he just leave?
But I'm fine with that because I'm still gonna do what I want to do.
Right. No, I'm just saying, but now do you want that? Like he was talking about that,
the man.
And I've never been single, so I'm. Dad, have you ever remembered me being single ever?
Can I say something? Can I say something?
I've always been in a relationship.
No. Do you want?
Can I say something? I'm just gonna mute myself again. Hold on. If the man cannot deal with her, why doesn't he just leave?
Well, he wouldn't be the man for me if he can't deal with it.
He won't even approach her. Yeah. We said that he won't even approach her. But I know that you're a sweet girl, so I don't want you to think I think any different.
No.
I'm a devil's advocate right now because
what I'm saying is
dominant men do approach me all the time.
What I'm saying is, if a dominant man does not like her attitude and the type of person that she is, they should never step to her.
They don't. That's what we're trying to say.
But they do. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
What he was trying to say was that they.
But beta men do too, and I'm good with both of them.
So let's back up. Let me just make this statement because I was playing devil's advocate. Bottom line of it is this: based off of that one thing we saw from Kevin Samuels, where the women wanted a high class man, blah 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 blah, right? Not high class, excuse me, 6-figure man, whatever, 6, 7. Let's just say 7 figures to be on, 7 figures.
Okay. Cause this is my thing. I'm not really looking for the 7-figure man because I'm trying to be the 7-figure woman.
Okay, and that's fine. So then on that, so you've clarified something for me, so appreciate you. Because on that show, you were like, well, if that's what I want.
But I agree with him, though. I agree with him. Like the weight thing. I agree totally with that.
Okay.
And I know my weight ain't where it should be. And I work on that every day. I totally agree with what he be saying. Stuff that he be saying. And we're not going to get into that. Oh, guys, if y'all are watching this video, and I know y'all will be, please watch the shows that I had on Kevin Samuels and the stuff that I said. I have one that, all you a high-value partner. I have another one about single parents and one of high-value men and women. You should watch that video. Very interesting. That stuff is very interesting. If you guys watch that, you'll see some of the things he said, and a lot of the stuff I did agree with. I see the thing about, and this is, I think sometimes black women do this. We make excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. I don't make an excuse for who I am. It's not always right, the stuff I say, but guess what? If you want to be with me, that's what you're going to have to deal with. So get you a weak woman, you know what I'm saying, that you can run over, because that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Catch me on the top. Because that's what I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. And anybody that's watching this video, if you approach me, you got to come with it. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be a beta man, and I'll get you the way you need to be. If I like you.
That's still...
Hello, my name is Destinee.
That is so funny.
But it's real talk. And let me tell you something. We had, and that was our last question. So, yeah, we did talk about everything, and I didn't mind this being a 2-hour video. You know why? Because we covered so much stuff. Yeah. And I know we're going to help so many people when they watch this video. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Now, this is the plug part. Love this part. So, Coco and Anita, I need you ladies to show y'all shirts if y'all can. Guys, we have, I don't have the one with my name, but guys, we have merchandise, all right? We also, I don't know if you can see, I have on the pink one. Renee and Nita has on the black shirts with their names on them. Okay, you can get you a Uniq Xpressions podcast shirt. Look, I see my beautiful sisters, and they look good. We have all sizes. We have from small to 3X. Yeah, yes, and we also have, show that, Anita, that's what I'm talking about, Lit Crew Bubs. You can drink out of those. They're actually glasses you can drink out of. Okay. If you want to get in touch with me about any of this merchandise, you can go to uniqxpressionspodcast at gmail.com, or you can go to UniqStarEnt, that's UniqStarEnt at gmail.com. You can hit me up, Destinee Jae. You can also leave a message in the comment section of the YouTube video also, and I will definitely get back to you. I want to thank. We've had a great time. I hope this video helped you guys. This is the part of the video. You know what we got to do, right, guys? Everybody wave and say good night. Good night, y'all.
Night, Mariella.
This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. I got tons of soul, I'm a true collectible. Famous, also famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got changes, bro, I don't care about no goal. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show, so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, on top of the world. This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion.